We are live. We are live. What's going on? What is going on? Hope everybody is doing well. It is we headed into another week. We're actually the Diddy trial is not going on today. They took the break for the holiday. The judge gave the jury a long layoff because of the holiday Monday. So things will pick back up Tuesday. So I will be at the courthouse Tuesday. But today, obviously there's no court today. And so yeah, that's what's going on. There's no court today, but it picks back up Tuesday. So Tuesday through Friday, I will be at the courthouse, and there's anticipated there's going to be some earth-shattering testimonies from this case. We already heard from Kid Cudi. I'm going to give a week recap because this week didn't last that long. So I'm going to give a week long's recap on the behind the scenes that I witnessed and stuff like that um, with this Diddy trial. So you guys know that I am there, and it's everything that I thought it was going to be. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's almost like watch it. It's almost like I'm in a movie. But I can say outside of the trial, there's not really that much fanfare outside of the trial. A lot of his supporters are in the courtroom, whether they're in his room or the overflow room. And from what I'm understanding, some people are asking me, am I going to get into the room where Diddy is? Probably not, because there's only 14 seats available for the public. And, they already have seats available for his family. And so they have those seats available for his family, his close supporters, and the media. So the media, um, yes, you have the media, and then you have about 14 seats available for everybody else. And I'm not going to be those everybody else, because everybody is media, and I could get press credentials, but even if I get press credentials, I'm still not going to get in. I have to pay to get in. For the line holders. I have to literally pay. That's what it seems like. But it's just that it's just too many people wanting to get into the courtroom where he is. So I respect that. So I'm just gonna stay in the overflow room. The overflow room is just as good, just to let you know. For those that want to stop by the trial, the overflow room is just as good. There's a monitor, you can see what's going on inside the courtroom. However, you can't see the jury or anything like that. They're not in that school that they're not doing that. The reason why they're not doing that is because they don't want people leaking information to the public. So I understand that. So there's a cutoff there. But you can see Diddy sitting in his chair with the lawyers. You can see that. You can see the reactions and stuff like that. You really can't see the judge. Really, you can hear him, but you can see some of the gallery, and that's what you're gonna see if you're in the overflow room. But you will see Diddy sitting there. If you sit close enough to the monitor, you can actually see. But if you don't have good eyesight, you can forget it. You're not gonna see much, but you could hear everything, the proceedings and everything. So you know exactly what's going on. Now, when the attorneys have a sidebar with the judge, you're not gonna hear that. There's white noise in the courtroom. So you cannot hear what they're talking about in the sidebar, and even the people in his courtroom can't hear. So that's how it's set up. You just can't hear it. Okay, so you know, for people that's thinking about coming to observe the trial, I had met one lady. She happened to be off that. She happened to be off. It was this past Wednesday. She said no, it was Tuesday. She said she just happened to take off, and she wanted to come by and, kind of witness history a little bit, because it is history. He is a well-known figure in the entertainment world. So, and he's on trial, so it's high profile. So we call it is history. Um, but on this video, I want to talk about the ladies that hold the keys to taking him down. Because remember, this trial is ongoing. For me, it's just getting started. This trial is just getting started, right? But there's a few key testimonies that we have yet to hear from that could be, so to speak, the nail in his legal coffin. We know that he is charged with racketeering, and a lot of people are a little confused about that. Like, okay, yes, he's hiring strippers and he's doing the freak offs, but how is this RICO? But see, people are not understanding that this is a different type of RICO situation. This is not, when you people are thinking racketeering, they're thinking mafia, they're thinking gang related activity, they're thinking other things. But if you have a company and you use the people in your company to do different things that's illegal, that's the RICO. That's what they're saying. And also what they're saying is with these freak offs, yeah, she probably was into it at first, but if he hit her in any way because she didn't want to participate in these freak offs, that's by force. That's coercion. So a lot of people are not understanding that. See, when I found out that he was charged with the RICO, I said, "Oh boy, he's in trouble." Because a lot of the little things that he thought wasn't illegal, it is illegal when they tack on the RICO. It's very illegal. So that's why people are thinking he's getting railroaded. I said, no, they don't understand. First of all, they don't understand the federal government and these RICO guidelines. Um, but a lot of people are saying that there is a slim chance that he can get off. But some people are saying, I know Inner City Press said he may not get convicted of everything, but he's going to get convicted of something. And but see, for him, he don't want to get convicted of something. He wants to be cleared of all charges, meaning found not guilty on all charges. He don't want to just be found guilty on something because that carries jail time. And depending on what he potentially may be found guilty on, that carries a sentence, and he's 56 years old. So he definitely don't want to go through that. And if he's found guilty on everything, there's forfeiture of assets. Forfeiture of assets. They're going to forfeit a lot of his assets that he has accumulated under this enterprise. This bad boy enterprise. And I know people are saying, well, how can they do that? Well, you have to read the RICO very carefully. You have to read it very carefully. If he used proceeds from his company to engage in activities where the government think is illegal, guys, he's in trouble. I know people saying this should have been a state case. I agree with you on certain aspects. Yes. As far as the domestic violence and different things like that, yes, it should have been a state case. But however, that's not what they're doing here. They're not charging him with a state case. You know, you have to go by what they're charging him with. They're charging him with RICO. That's what they're charging him with. So being that he has the RICO, he's gonna have to get out of that. That's what they tacked him as a criminal enterprise. He's the head of the criminal enterprise. And they're trying to establish that now. Well, they have it, they're in their mind, they have established one part of it with the freak offs, but with the Kid Cudi situation. Now, his lawyer said that Brian Steele said, well, there was no it was a female DNA found, meaning that it wasn't male DNA found. So my client could not have done that. But see, here's the thing though. Here's what the dangerous part though. I wouldn't think necessarily he would get his hands dirty. He would hire somebody to do it. He would tell somebody to do it. What happens if this person testifies and say that they did it? Guys, it's over with. It is now over with. So that leads me to say this. You have Capricorn Clark. You have Christina Coram. We already heard from Cassandra Ventura, which is Cassie. We know her as Cassie. That's why I put those women in the thumbnail. We've been hearing a lot about Capricorn Clark now. Now, she was his assistant. A lot of people are saying that she is set to testify next week. What is she going to say? Now, we already heard from one person yesterday. He received the immunity deal, and he did not want to testify. He said it 100%. He did not want to sit in court and testify against Diddy because he still like him. And he still looks up to him. And he credited Diddy for his work ethic. He said he did not want to be there, but he received the immunity deal for his testimony, and they cannot convict him on his testimony as long as he do the right thing and long as he didn't perjure himself. If he perjured himself, he's going to face some time. That's how serious this is. Now, Capricorn Clark. Now, Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi said that Capricorn Clark knew about him and Cassie relationship, right? And when Diddy found out, he found out about their relationship from a freak off. That's when he found out about the relationship. He took her phone and saw that she was in a relationship with Kid Cudi. Guys, this is where this gets crazy. I'm going to tell you this because I was there. This is where it gets crazy. He got so upset, which I understand. Diddy, at the end of the day, he's a human being. Somebody that he was dealing with was messing with another man. Now, he can mess with other women, right? It's always a double standard with men. You could have many girlfriends because it said that he was dealing with he had another girlfriend. He was dealing with Kim Porter. He was dealing with all these women at the same time. And these women had to be okay with it. But the moment they go out and mess with another man, he has a problem with it. Guys, this is what's getting him in trouble here. Okay, so he found out from a freak off. He went through Cassie's phone and found out she was dealing with Kid Cudi. So they got into it, right? They got into it that night, and he hit her, but she got away, and she called Kid Cudi to pick her up. So he picked her up that night. Okay, he picked her up that night, and he took her to a hotel to get away from Diddy, right? Just to lay low for a little bit. But during that time, Diddy wanted to talk to Kid Cudi. Now, Kid Cudi said at the time, Diddy was in a calm voice. He said, "I want to talk to you about this situation. Okay, I want to talk to you." And Cassie had said to Kid Cudi, "Listen, I gave Diddy your address." Yeah, she was that scared. She gave him. I understand that she probably was thinking he was gonna really tear her up. But he gave Diddy Kid Cudi address. So Diddy and his people, he told Kid Cudi, "I'm at your house now." And Kid Cudi claimed to say that, "Oh, you at my effing house? Why you at my effing house? I'm on my way." But Kid Cudi said he calmed down because he don't know who Diddy has with him. So he finally got to the house. He said some presents he had for other people were open. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing, by the way? I hope y'all can hear me. But y'all can hear me, right? So yeah, he wanted to fade with Puff, but then he's like, wait a minute, he could have some people with him, right? So I'm not gonna fade with him. He came to his senses, but his presence in his house was open that he had for other people. His dog was locked in the bathroom. His dog is normally not locked in the bathroom. His dog roams the house, but somebody locked his dog in the bathroom. And it was just a complete mess. But he still didn't want to meet with Puff. He didn't at the time. So it was during the holidays. So him and Cassie, we found out that Kid Cudi and Cassie went to her parents' house for the holidays. Okay. He claimed to have loved Cassie, Kid Cudi. And Brian Steele got him to admit, he said, Cassie played both you and Puff, didn't he? He said, yes, she played us both. He said that on the stand, but they were together, right? They were together. Well, hold on a second. Let me back up for a second. So that night, while they were at the hotel, Kid Cudi and Cassie, Capricorn called Kid Cudi, and she was sounding nervous. No, she called Cassie, but she was talking to Kid Cudi as well. Cassie put her on a speakerphone, and Capricorn was sounding nervous. She was sounding very nervous and scared. She's like, Puff found out and stuff like that. And he said she was very, very, very scared. Okay. But he had went to the house, they went in his house. It wasn't a break-in though. It wasn't a forced entry because he left the doors open, just to let y'all know that. But anyway, he filed a police report. Nothing was done. Just a note. Um, I don't even think he pursued it further, to be honest with you, because he already had knew. So it was no need to proceed further. Because people were saying, "Well, how come the cops didn't do more?" Well, there was no need for Kid Cudi to proceed further because he knew who did it, according to his story. It's still alleged because Puff has not been found guilty on none of this stuff yet. So you have to still say allegedly. But anyway, he's stuck. He hung out with Cassie, right, at her parents' house, and he was there for, I think he said he was there for like a week or two or whatever, chilling for the holidays. Now during that time, Cassie mother, because when Cassie left Puff, when she left Puff, when he found out, he kicked her in the back, and Cassie mother took pictures of her bruises on her back. She said, I just wanted to memorialize this just in case if I need it. So she took pictures and everything. So Puff is still mad. He want to talk to Kid Cudi. He's still mad. So he told Cassie, he said in a text message, he said, I'm about to leak those videos. He said, I'm about to leak those videos. Now his car is low to the ground. He going on the wrong street now. That street, man, that'll tear your car. But anyway, he sent her a text, said, I'm gonna leak those videos. I want my money back. I guess the money that he spent for the studio session with Kid Cudi, I'm not sure which money he want back. I don't know if I fell asleep at that point. I don't know, but he said he want his money back, or I'm leaking some videos, the sex video. So Cassie panicked, and she sent her mother an email saying that, he's going to leak these videos. This is the first time her mother found out about such videos, right? Like, what videos? Damn, this is crazy. So she found out about it. So, like I said, Cassie sent the email telling her mother everything, and her mother took pictures, and then her mother took out an equity loan on her house, the $20,000 to pay Puff. So she took out the money, and she wired the money to Bad Boy. She wired the money via Western Union. No, she wired it from her bank, I believe. It wasn't Western Union. It was from the credit union. She wired the money from the credit union. So they have all this information. They have all the records that she she wired it to Bad Boy. That's a problem, folks. That's a problem that she had to do that. That's a 100% problem. That she felt compelled to do that. Yeah, I be trying to tell people, like, guys, that's a problem. If she was that scared for what's going to happen to her daughter, and she felt the need to send that money, that's along the lines of what they're charging him with. That's what they're charging him with, folks. They got him on that too. But he did say the money was sent back to her. She did say that on the stand. The money was sent back. Okay, so he did. I guess he had a change of heart and say, you know what, I'm tripping. This is getting crazy. Yeah, that's bribery. I know people saying it's extortion. It's bribery. It is. I know people saying, nah, Max, that's not bribery. It is. Because he said that, well, it's kind of along the lines of extortion as well. But I'm talking about for her mother, though, not for Cassie. Her mother sent the money, not Cassie. So her mother's involved too. And her mother felt scared for her daughter, and she had to go send this money. Okay. But even though Puff did the right thing and he had the money sent back. However, the money was already sent. They're saying that's a crime. I'm just telling you guys this. I know he felt bad. He's a human being. He was upset that, she was messing with Kid Cudi. So he pretty much, as we say, he crashed out. He crashed out. So we understand what happened. He crashed out, right? He crashed out. Sometime it happens. You crash out. And, you hope you don't crash out to that point, but he did crash out. So that's that. But see, that's just a little bit of the evidence that we heard. We haven't heard everything yet from the state. So they might have more stuff because remember, Jane Doe hasn't testified yet. Jane Doe is set to testify, folks. And the other girl that they claim that he dangled off the balcony, she's set to testify as well. So the jury is going to hear all of this. That's why this is very dangerous. This is a very dangerous case. Um, this is a very dangerous case here because of that. So here's the other thing. So then Kid Cudi was like, his car blowing up. Okay, he had got a call from the person that was dog sitting his dog. She's saying, your car is on fire. And then he had got his neighbor, his friend that lived down the street to take a picture before he got there. And he was like, what the fuck? That's what he told the jury, what the fuck? They was like, well, how did you feel? He was like, what the fuck? So he got home, he saw the damage, and it was not the insurance was not going to repair that car. It just cost too much money to repair the car. They might as well just cut him a check. That's what happened. So that's what happened there. So Brian Steele said, well, he pointed out, he said, well, there was female DNA found there. But we don't know if that female DNA was his what do you call it? It could have been anybody. Now, he's probably saying the reason why he brought up that it was female DNA is because he said, well, Puff is a male. But that don't mean anything for me if I'm the juror. If I'm a jury, I'm like, he has somebody do it. He got money. He can have somebody do it. He's not gonna get his hands dirty. He'll have somebody do it. That's how I'm thinking. So it's very dangerous. See, that's how I'm thinking, but I don't know how the jury is thinking. Like, you can miss me with that. Like, he had somebody do that, allegedly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking that he firebombed the car and put a Molotov cocktail. He had somebody do it. Okay, so that's if the jury agrees with that, with my thinking, okay, that's one predicate act. They already got one already. Okay, they got one in the bag. The government has one predicate act in the bag. They need one more within a 10-year period. They need one more, and that's where Capricorn Clark and Christina Coram comes in. Now, what happens if when they get on the stand, they press them on the stand like, look, you signed an immunity deal, right? Yes. You ain't gonna perjure yourself, right? Yes. Now, what if the government has evidence that one of the women did it? What if they got evidence and they gonna press them on the stand? They better not perjure themselves, because if they perjure themselves, they going to jail right then and there. That's how serious this is. We don't know what they're gonna say. We don't know that. I know Christina Coram and Capricorn is going to testify because their name keeps coming up. Every time the assistants come on, they always talk about KK. They always report to KK. That's what he said. I reported to her. I told her everything. I reported to her. Okay. She was Diddy's right hand. So if he did something out of pocket, she's going to tell it. I'm telling you guys this. She's going to tell it. Now, some people saying he might not be cooked for everything, but he's cooked for something. And he don't want to be cooked for something, because that means he's not getting out. He don't want to be cooked for something, even if he only carries 5 years or 10 years. He don't want to be cooked for that because he wants to get out. He hoped that it's a hung jury. He hopes that the jury is hung up on everything. That's what he hopes. And it only takes one. That's why people saying it only takes one. But guys, you would be surprised on how many people are justifying a woman getting beat. It's actually sickening, actually. When it comes to our people, it's like a sick thing, man. It's a sick, they're bypassing that. I said, guys, you can't bypass that, because if he beat her up during a freak off, obviously she did something wrong in the freak off. That's when it becomes illegal. That's coercion. And that's coercion by force and kidnapping. Listen, I already know how it works because I already followed the trial with Nature Boy. I've already followed it. Even I said, oh, he might get up. Then I was like, oh, wait a minute. They don't play when it comes to the kidnapping and coercion. Trust me, I just followed the trial. I know. I know. All it takes for her to prove that she got beat up And it already, and look, she already proved it because there's a video. Guys, there's a video. There's a video of her dragging her back in a video already at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. It's on video. And she was coming from a freak off. Why? Because Jules was in the room. Jules was in the room. Jules hadn't even testified yet. What if Jules testified? He hasn't testified yet. We don't know. But it was confirmed that Jules was in the room, and the guy that was head of security at the hotel, he said it was another guy in the room, and she said it was Jules. So that was a freak off. What is Jules doing there if he ain't there to freak off? And if she wanted to leave, and he's sitting up there taking her phone, guys, all he had to do was take her phone. And all she had to do was feel like she couldn't leave until she get her phone. That's goddamn kidnapping. So y'all don't know that. We follow the Nature Boy trial. Like y'all don't know the kidnapping. You don't have to see. You guys think kidnapping is holding somebody in the bathroom with duct tape. Nope. And you think coercion is something else. That was coercion. What he did. That was coercion, and that was kidnapping. According to the last trial I followed. Okay, according to the last trial I followed. So this is a very, very dangerous situation. I'm telling you guys this because of that video. That's why his defense team tried to fight hard to get that video for the jury seeing that. Because they're saying, some people saying, well, how is this relevant? Because she was coming from a freak off allegedly, because Jules were there. Now, she left, and here he come. He's coming out with a towel on, and then he stomped her. Guys, that's coercion by force. That's coercion by force. That's coercion by force, man. They have it on video already. People are talking about this, and they're trying to either, I don't know what they're trying to do, like trying to change the narrative. I don't know what they're trying to do. I'm seeing it for myself. When somebody wants to leave, you cannot put your feet on their body. You can't kick them and stomp them. Okay? You can't do that. You got to let them leave. It don't take but a few seconds to be considered kidnapping. Did you know that? Kidnapping doesn't have to be with duct tape. If she felt like she couldn't leave in that moment because she's sitting on the ground holding her hand up so she won't get stomped down, guys, that's kidnapping. Y'all know that, right? I got educated on what kidnapping is from the Nature Boy trial. Guys, that's kidnapping. And that's coercion by force. They potentially, I'm going to say potentially. They could have already potentially, guys, satisfied the RICO. Potentially. All they need is 2 predicate acts within a 10-year period. They could have already satisfied it already. I know what a lot of people saying, oh, well, that's state and this and that. I heard this guy that was outside. Somebody labeled the video Johnny Cochran's brother. First of all, that's not Johnny Cochran's brother. First of all, that's not Johnny Cochran's brother talking like that. And number one, that dude wasn't DJ Academics because I met him. I was talking to him, and I did not. And he can tell you himself. I didn't say he was DJ Academics. I know what DJ Academics look like. That's not DJ Academics. Okay? DJ Academics don't have gray in his beard. That's not DJ Academics, man. I knew that. Because the dude came up to me and when he shook my hand, he was like, damn, you crushing my hand. That's what he said to me. When I shook his hand, he said, damn, you crushing my hand, fam. I'm like, dude, I ain't shake your hand that hard. That's the dude that this white lady thought it was DJ Academics. She thought it was. He kind of favored DJ Academics a little bit, but that's not DJ Academics, fam. Even I knew that. Okay, just to let y'all know the back end. That wasn't DJ Academics sitting out in front of that courtroom. I promise you this. It's not. DJ Academics don't want to come out there. So let's get back to it. Guys, It's not, yeah, the RICO that they got him on is not what you see in the movies. That's why people are confused. Go back to the video. Was Jules in that room? Yes or no? Jules, yes, he was there. What is Jules doing in the hotel room sitting on the bed? He's there to freak off. He's there to freak off, man. That he is there to freak off, and she was leaving. And and he took her phone. You can see it on video. He took her phone because his hand was illuminated. He took her phone, and she wanted her phone back. She could not leave at that time. That's kidnapping, and that's coercion by force. They got him. It's on video. So the jury, whether they like him or not, they can't even do jury. They can't even say, he's just not guilty for the hell of it, because the foreman gonna be like, look at that video. That's by force. The only way they're gonna hang this jury, unless somebody that's cool with him, they just gonna do jury nullification, man. Just say he innocent on everything. He better hope that happens, because if that happens, then yes, it's a hung jury. But he doesn't walk free at that point. People think he walks free. I heard people say, no, he's not walking free. They gonna try him again. But see, I'm telling you guys, see, that's why people saying, well, she wanted it. Yeah, she could have wanted it 20 times, but the moment she say no, it's a crime. I just saw the Nature Boy situation. I just saw it. Nature Boy, guys, do you know this? He got sentenced to life plus 20 years without the possibility of parole. I saw them hang that man in court. I saw it. They do. This country is not playing when it comes to that. I'm telling y'all this, and that was a state case. This is what you think the Fed's gonna do to him? Okay. I know people saying, well, she wanted it, stuff like that. We saw the text message of her saying that she wanted her legs behind her back and she wanted a big black C and a P. All she gotta do is say no one time. God damn. Don't people know that? She only got to say it one time in its own video of her trying to leave. And then she got her butt beat, didn't she? You're not supposed to be beating somebody's ass because they want to leave a hotel room. Do y'all understand me? She's not supposed to get beat for that. That's what I'm saying. She's not supposed to get beat for it. Do you understand? Now you guys understand now. That's why his people know he in trouble. That's why I heard he hired a lawyer from the judge that specializes in that Justice Department stuff so he can protect his assets. He just hired him because he knows this ain't looking good. And it's not his lawyer's fault. Guys, it's not his lawyer's fault. It's not his lawyer's fault. They're doing everything they can possibly can to help him. Because I'm watching it. They're doing everything. Nicole Westmoreland did her thing. Brian Steele doing his thing. Tenny Garagos doing his thing. Mark Agnafilio doing his thing. What's her name? Is doing her thing. Xavier Donaldson. They all trying to do, and then the other lawyer, not Brian Steele's, another lawyer that we say he's messy. He was being messy, right? The lawyer that we said was being messy. He's doing his thing too. Everybody is trying to help this man. Everybody is trying to help him. Okay. But when you go back to two predicate acts, it has to be two predicate acts. Now, when they saying that, damn, Max, they getting them with coercion, she wanted them freak offs. Go look at the video again. Go look. Why she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave. And then he texted her after that. You know what he said? You know what he texted her? You know what he said? He said, please call me. The police is coming. Please call me. The police is coming. The police never came. He said, the police is coming. He said, you'll never see me again. I'm getting in trouble. I got kids. That's what he said to her. Okay. That's what he said after that. Because he knew he did something wrong. He said, the police are coming. Guys, the police never came. The police didn't come. Okay. They never came. What happens if they subpoena his driver? What's his name? Fahim Muhammad, aka Mr. Muhammad. Well, wasn't he there when Michael Jackson died? Yes or no? I have a good memory. Was he not? Yes or no? Was he there? Was he there when Michael Jackson died? When that when that when that help when that paramedics was leaving Michael Jackson's house, was he there talking? Yes or no? Yes. Was he there? Yes or no? Was he there? Anybody tell me? Okay. So this thing is crazy. This case is not over yet, folks. This is crazy. What happens if they bring him on the stand? What happens if they bring him on the stand, man? And they like, look, we got you. Like, we subpoenaed you. What if they gave him a proffer? We don't know who they gave a proffer to. They could have gave a proffer to Christina Coram. I'm not worried about him. I'm talking about Christina Coram, though. That's why I'm here right now. Christina Coram and Capricorn Clark. Christina Coram, KK, and Capricorn, just Capricorn. I like that name, by the way, Capricorn. Okay. What if they got immunity deals, folks? What if they sign a proffer? Meaning that they have to tell everything. God, this is why it's deep. Guys, this is why he's trying to protect his assets now. I don't care what that guy outside the courtroom is saying, acting like he's a lawyer. I don't care what he's saying. I don't care what he's saying. I read the RICO until I understood it. I said, okay, what they mean kidnapping? What they mean by that? What they mean coercion by force? Because everybody's saying she wanted to freak off. It only take one time to say no. Even if she do go back, watch this. Even after the event, if she go back and continue to freak off, as long as she say no one time, that's a problem. Because it's on video. She got stomped out, yes or no? She got stomped out. Okay. She got stomped. He said he was trying to get his stuff back. No, sir. You took her cell phone. You took her cell phone. I guess he was trying to say she took his. No, that was her cell phone because we saw it on video of the guard getting back her cell phone. We saw it, and she left with her cell phone. We saw the extended video. That's where the problem coming in at. They only need them one time. They only need them one time. And check this out. He should have listened to his lawyer the first time. When she came to him, they sent a demand letter. We learned this, right? We learned this from Tony Busby, right? They sent a demand letter out before it goes public, just so that we can have a mediation, so you can have a mediation and try to negotiate. Obviously, her lawyer sent a demand letter out. I saw her lawyer in court. I saw him. Her lawyer, I saw him one day when he was sitting there. When she was testifying, I saw her lawyer. He was sitting in the overflow room. And then I guess he got in that room. I'm not sure, but I saw him in the hallway for sure. They sent a demand letter out. But he had to have been dragging his feet with it. And guess what? It went public. According to Gene Deal, he said Benjamin Braffman. When he said Benjamin Braffman's name, I said, oh my God, he had Benjamin Braffman. Benjamin Braffman, his name ring bells in the legal circles. I promise you it does. If he's according to Gene Deal, Benjamin Braffman allegedly advised him to settle this before it goes public. But guess what? It went public and Puff settled 24 hours later, gave her $20 million. The damage was already done because now the feds is in his business. The feds contacted Cassie 2 weeks later. We found this out in court. They contacted her 2 weeks later, the feds. That's how quickly they were on it. They contacted this woman 2 weeks later, and she had a meeting with the feds. We don't know what they told her. We don't know. Because they may have had a file on her. That's just my thinking. They may have had a file on her. Like, look, he did this, this, and this. We got all of it, baby girl. Okay? You gonna help us or not? You gonna help us or not? Or you gonna lose your freedom? How about that? We don't know. They could have told her that, or they may not have told her that. I don't know. I don't know what they told her. This is just my thinking. But she cooperated. The rest is history. And then eventually, We heard the news that day when the feds, the Homeland Security, raided his house. They raided both houses simultaneously at the same time on East and West Coast. Okay? They raided his house. They have files on everybody high profile. We know that from studying J. Edgar Hoover. And if you think about J. Edgar Hoover and them back in the day, imagine the technology they have available to them now. Um, the CIA and FBI, they have their own, especially the CIA, they have their own fund, meaning that if something happened to this country, they can remain autonomous until the country gets back up and running. They have their own fund, even though they get, proceeds, but they still have that. Imagine the technology they have. They had the internet before we had it. So imagine what they have now. Yes, they had the internet before we had it. Internet is old. It's old, man. Late 80s, early 90s. It's old. And that's why I said to you guys, don't it make sense for some agents to be vloggers? Don't it make sense? Because they the one created this thing. Don't it make sense for them? That's why I don't understand why people be sitting up there telling their whole life story on these vlogs. Because I studied these vlogs. These vlogs came out of nowhere with clout. For vloggers out there that was with me, they know how hard it is to get clout. It's very hard. You got to be live every day. You got to be on it every day. But these people come with clout already. That's how I know. They come with clout already, out of the blue. Don't it make sense that for them to have their own vloggers? It makes sense, right? There was a vlogger. I'm not going to say his name. He got caught out there. He got exposed. He went to South Central one time, and he was like, "Oh, what's going on over here? Like, is it dangerous over here? Is this and that?" And there was one guy. He was around my age. He looked at him. He's like, "Who is this dude?" He's like, "Where he from?" He's like, "Nah, I don't want to speak to him on camera." He knew. He felt it. That means that they send eyes out there to get to see who the players are. So the police don't have to roam the streets no more. They already got everything mapped out already. That's my thinking. They the one created the internet, so that means they have to have loggers. They have to. They got to have YouTubers to act like they're just YouTubers so that if you're not woke, you're just going to think they're regular YouTubers. See, you're thinking of Vlad, you like, because he white, you're like, oh, he the feds. But what about the brothers, though? They could be feds, too. Oh, feds can't be brothers? You better look at the spook that sat behind the door. You better research it on YouTube. It was a black FBI agent back in King times, back during the Black Panthers. He was watching the Black Panthers. They had infiltrated the Black Panthers. They infiltrated the Nation of Islam. They were brothers. They were FBI agents. FBI agents. Yes, they have them. Yes. Vlad, I mean, yeah, everybody talk about Vlad. I'm not saying he is, but everybody keeps saying Vlad. You better look at the brothers. They always take a brother to take you down. There's always somebody that look like you that's going to take you down. You got to study history to know what's going on now. If you know history, you know how they took the Panthers down, then you'll know that they have files on everybody. They have to. They have to have files on everybody for it's for national security. Because if these people got a lot of money, they got power, they can't be having these people out here just doing what they're doing, acting like mobsters. They can't, because it's a matter of national security. Now, let's get to President Trump. Watch this. Do you think he's going to pardon him? The answer is no. Let me tell you why. Who raided his house? It was the Department of Homeland Security, correct? In conjunction with the FBI, correct? No. If the Homeland Security got involved, he's not pardoning him. He's not. I'm here to tell you. It's the matter of national security. I don't know what this man had his hands in. I'm only speculating at this part. I don't know what he had his hands in. It's beyond my pay grade. Okay? It's beyond my pockets. That's what I'm telling you. So we can move on from that. He's not getting a pardon. Not if Homeland Security got involved. Those are his people. Those are his people. The Justice Department, man. Those are his people now. Okay? Yeah, he's not going to sit there. You know why he's not going to shake the tree? Because eventually he can't be president no more, correct? And he don't want them coming after him no more, correct? Okay, then. So he not doing this. Nope. I can see if he never gotten in any trouble. Like he never, but he don't want no static with them because he gotta leave office one day. I know people talking about, oh, he gonna run for nothing. No, he not. Because you got to change the Constitution for that. That's just talk. We can move on from that. He got to go back into what we call a normal citizen again, a private citizen. Right now, he's not a private citizen. He is not going back to a private citizen with that hanging over his head. Oh, he freed a woman beater. Oh, no. 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 It's not happening. So we can move on from that. Now, his next bet is to get a full acquittal. That's what he's hoping for. That's what his lawyers are working. They're trying their best. A full acquittal, right? If not, hung jury. Then you try the case again. You know what? I thought about that too. Like she kind of like a Leah a little bit. No, but the history. No, she could have been. She had some talent. She had a hit. She had 2 hit songs. Okay, she could have, and it was with Ryan Leslie that she made those songs with. She could have, but when she got with him, the rest was history. When she got with him, the rest was history. This guy sat on the stand yesterday and said he was a god amongst men. After he saw that he stomped some woman out in a hotel, he still called him a god. He said he thought he was a god. No, that was before that. He said back when he was working with him, he said he's a god amongst men, right? But he saw him hit Cassie. That's not a god amongst men. God don't have to hit women. I'm just telling you this. See, that's where people get in trouble at when they think they're God. That's when I followed the last case. The dude thought he was God. And now God's sitting up in jail, man. And he said all the real ninjas are in jail. I want to be around the real ninjas. Now he fighting to get his ass out. He tired of being around the real ninjas. Because the real ninjas, as soon as he got up in jail, they stabbed him. Nobody wants to be in jail around no real ninjas. Nobody. That's not normal. We live in reality here. The feds are not playing with this man. They're not. Comey, did y'all know? Listen, oh my God, do y'all know this? Comey, that's the lead prosecutor on this case. She put Ghislaine Maxwell away. Did y'all know that? She put Ghislaine Maxwell away, man. This woman not playing with him. They not playing with him, man. And the crazy part about it is he's no longer on substances. He's no longer on substances. He's no longer on any substances, which means that he has a clear mind now. It's like he's looking at his life flash, his past life flash behind him. He's not on substances no more, which means his mind is clear. He's in his right mind. And he's like, what the fuck? If I can only take this back. Because that's why his lawyer's saying, well, if you're under the influence, they had put that defense up there. Maybe he wasn't in his right mind. I agree. He might not have been. However, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, if he's not in his right mind, how did he run these successful companies then? If he wasn't in his right mind? Imagine what he could have done if he was in his right mind. Imagine that all the good things he could have done for our community, but he's sitting up here worried about a freak off. Imagine all the good things he could have done. So he's saying he's not in his right mind, but what I'm telling you is, how is he not in his right mind and he ran a successful company? He was a very good businessman. You got to be in your right mind to do that. So his success is coming back to haunt him now. Because the prosecutor's gonna be like, wait a minute, what do you mean he's not in his right mind? He's a billionaire. He rose to the ranks to be a billionaire. That means he had to be moving and shaking with some people. You said his priority was the free calls. He was in his right mind. Oh yeah, functional addicts. He was a functional addict. Okay. You and Miss VS said that. What's up, celebrity? Shout out to Celebrity Scandalous. Put your link. Miss VS, I don't know why y'all don't put y'all link in here. Miss VS, put your link in so people know where to find you. Um, and celebrity, put your link in so we know where to find you. Yeah, they content creators. They're my content creator friends, y'all. And they know how hard it is. They know how hard it is to bring the energy. Because sometimes my energy go down. See, I'm trying to bring the energy. That's why I'm talking like this. You got to bring the energy. You can't be like, yeah, guys. So what's gonna happen next week? I think Capricorn might testify. You guys, y'all want me to bring the goddamn energy, man. Y'all don't want me talking like that. Okay? I gotta bring some damn energy. I gotta bring some in. That's why I'm talking like it's like I gotta bring it like that. I got to. So guys, here's the thing. I don't like to see nobody go down like this. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I don't dislike them. I don't have nothing against them. I'm like, damn, this sucks, yo. Like, how much years is he facing? That's what I was saying to somebody. They say he's facing this many years. I asked a lawyer in the hallway. They say he's facing this many years. He's facing life. He says, I'm sorry, what's your name? I said, Max. He said, Max, he's facing life. Okay. Any other questions? I guess he had to hurry up and get to a meeting. He said, I don't know who I was talking to, guys. I don't know who it was. It could have been a prosecutor. I don't know who it was, but I thought he was a lawyer. He was a lawyer. He said it, attorney. And I said, how much? I said, how much time is he facing? I said, how much time is he facing? Oh, we got Florida plates over here. We got somebody out here from Florida. I know they rubbing their hands because it's cold. It's brick out here. It's not brick. I mean, this type of weather I like. It's nice and chill. I don't mind it. I just the rain could go away, but it's But the thing is, let me get back to this. So that's the problem here, guys. The problem is that video in Kid Cudi. You cannot. We saw it with our own eyes. You guys even saw it. You guys weren't even there, and y'all saw the evidence. Y'all wasn't even there. Y'all like, damn, that video looked bad. It did look bad. Some people say, well, that's domestic, Max. That's domestic. Yeah, it is domestic. But however, they label him with the RICO. That falls into the RICO. So why don't you go tell? And I didn't label him with the RICO. Go tell Comey and them that. I didn't label him with the RICO. Since he's labeled with the RICO, that falls under that. You say he should have called those people he offended and apologized. They don't want no apology. They don't want no apology if that's what happened. They don't want no apology. Or if it's not that, it's just that the Justice Department got in his business and uncovered a bunch of stuff. And they pressed some people. Guys, he don't have nobody sitting at that table. That means everybody agreed. Whoever they contacted that was a part of his conspiracy, that means everybody agreed to testify. Unless they went missing. Okay. Or they agreed to testify. How come nobody's sitting there with them? That's what y'all was saying. That's why this RICO don't make sense. Like what? Like why is he charged with the RICO? That's why it don't make sense to people. He's the only one sitting there. Well, guess what? People took proffer deals. They took immunity deals. The thing what his lawyers could do is they can discredit. They've been doing a good job cross-examining people. They've been doing a really good job to the best of their ability. Yeah, they still have in minds what they see in the movies, but they label him as a criminal enterprise. So being that they label him, he has to fight that. He has to deal with that. Seeing being that they label him with that, that's what he has to deal with right now. He needs some women to testify on his behalf and show. Well, that's gonna hit the defense. Truth over emotions. The defense haven't presented their case yet. When the defense present their case, I'm sure they're gonna have people testify. You said since when in mafia they all get deal? Look, Queen, they got it. Listen, some people in the mafia don't talk. That's why. Sonny Francis didn't talk. You know, Michael Francis, the one that got the YouTube page, his dad is named Sonny Francis. He's never snitched. In fact, when he got out of jail for the last time, he was an old man. He didn't die in prison though, but he did all his time without talking. Without talking. Now that's just in the movies. Now the Rico with Rudy Giuliani and them, some of the mobsters said they had to take deals because they were offering draconian type time. They were offering Tom Brady all-time passing record numbers. He said, but prior to that, when they sentence you to like 2-3 years, you know, you could do that and come back, right? Maybe the most 5 years, you know what I'm saying? You don't rat and you come back. That's when the principles were no ratting. But then when they came out with the RICO, oh, we starting to rat. They had to. The mafia is not like what it used to be back when we were growing up. When I was growing up, it's not like that anymore. A lot of the mob, they have legit businesses now. You know what I'm saying? They do their stuff on the very, very low. So, right, Queen, they're getting no time. I know what you're thinking. They should get time along with them. Right. But that's what they do to strengthen their case. They'll get somebody like, look, they'd be like, look, we know you were part of this. You know, you're going to be sitting at that table with them if you don't help. You're going to be sitting right there. Okay. Hold on one second back. Um, yeah. Um, you said Puffy was part of the Fed. That will be his defense. I was your rat. I don't know. I don't think so. I know people are saying that. People said a lot of things, right? People said there was drugs in the baby oil, right? We it's not it was no drugs in the baby oil. That's why people couldn't understand it. Like, why does he need all them jars of baby oil? He would go through that. He want the baby oil. He wanted on you. That's why she kept getting UTIs. That baby oil ain't supposed to be going up in your stuff. He want the baby oil to be dripping off you. He wanted to be dripping off you, like the dripping off her hair and just covered in baby oil, like you're melting. That's how much baby oil he wanted on you, like you're melting. Okay, like you're melting, like you're melt. That's how he wanted. He wanted you glistening. He said, it, "I want you just glistening." So that's the reason for all them bottles of baby oil. And then if he had parties, if they have some party, then he has some baby oil for the parties or whatever he need. He said he was emboldened by his money. No Jay-Z, no Usher, no Ashton Kutcher, no Kevin Hart, no nobody. So all that stuff they were saying, "Ooh, we got these videos. Ooh, we got these videos of him and these kids." And nope, none of that. Because they could have added that to the RICO. They got none of that. None of it. Yeah. And then sometimes she was forced to, had she was made to have the free calls on her monthly. So that the sheets got destroyed that way. Boy, them hotel people had to come in and see all that. But actually his assistant went in there and cleaned it up. His job was to go in there and clean that stuff up. So imagine the assistant have to go in there and clean that stuff, man. If that's how I make it in the entertainment industry, I don't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in it. You said the baby oil, the candles, the sheet soil, and also he wanted the baby oil hot. He wanted to heat it. You know what I'm saying? He wanted the baby oil nice and heated because he might put baby oil on himself too. So he over there in the corner. Dave Chappelle just did a skit on it. It was hilarious. He off in the corner, just looking crazy, just off in the corner. That's what he do. He be in the corner, and he don't want the guy looking at him. Because one time he almost got into it with him because he looked this way. He just, how people watch porn. He wanted to watch porn, but in real life. That's what pretty much what it was. You said Jay-Z and Diddy were tight. No Jay-Z dumped Diddy like a dirt. Oh, shit. Jay-Z ain't nowhere to be found. He ain't nowhere in that courtroom. Meek Mill ain't nowhere in that courtroom. Nowhere. Maybe they'll testify on his behalf. We have to wait and see. Yeah, he wanted the live session. He wanted the live porn. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was addicted to. But he wanted the baby oil on him. He wanted them all glistening. Right? And then he will instruct them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, do this, do that. And some of the artists, some of the talent, they couldn't even get it up because he was sitting there trying to, be tell him what to do, and he's present. Yeah, it was on his chest, Queen Keish, and he put on his nipples. Yeah, a Nuru massage with semen. If that makes sense. Okay. Well, you say you hollering. I'm just telling you what I heard in court and how I understand it. I can't listen. I know you hollering. I can't make this up. That's what happened. He liked to be in the corner with it. You see what I'm saying? And he had the veil over his face, looking like a Muslim lady. Had the veil on and said, "This is with butt ass naked. This is crazy, man." Woo! Yo, hey baby, look, what you doing tonight? Oh, I'm just chilling. Why don't you come over? But look, can you set up a free call? You know what I'm saying? Can we set up a free call and call Jules, man? Call Jules, man. Okay, I'll call him. I'll call him. Could you imagine me doing that? What if I'm in court doing? Yo, y'all would be clowning me, man. Now, because it was Puff, y'all don't act like y'all want to believe it. But for me, y'all be clowning me. Y'all be like, I knew that Red Fox looking MF or Ninja was up to something. I knew it. I knew it. That's what y'all be saying. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that Red Fox looking ass Ninja is capable of something like this. Sitting up in the corner choking his chicken. That's what y'all be saying to me. Y'all be dragging me from here to Tuesday, yo. Dragging me. I will be getting dragged. And I'm not clowning Puff. God, this is actually what I heard. And I'm not knocking them for the free calls because some people, some people into the voyeurism. It's called cuckolding and voyeurism. Some people are into that. That's what turned them on, right? I'm not, but I'm telling you what happened in court, man. Okay, that's what happened. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not I don't judge them for that. You know what I'm saying? But what did a crime take place though? What is the jury gonna say? That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to judge him on no free calls. Because people, whatever you do in the bed, and here's the thing, whatever you do in your bedroom is your business. But here's the thing, right? The feds don't got in his business. Not me. I'm just telling you because I was in the courtroom. I'm trying to give you something what I saw. And I can't make this up. And I'm glad other people talking about, because if I said it, like, Max, that ain't happened, he wasn't in the corner. Yeah, he was. He'll be in the corner with it. Okay, he'll be in the corner with it and directing. And then after it's over, sometimes he'll instruct to be on her stomach or inside. Then they quickly go into the other room. And then one dude said he lied, said he didn't climax. And then Puff came. He said, "Yo, you sure you finished?" He said, "Yeah, I finished." "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Dog, are you sure you finished?" He lied. Puff knew he lied to him because he was trying to get it out. Trying to see when so he could do what he got to do with it. Okay. Says he like it on his chest and stuff like that. He like it to dry up on his chest. He like it to dry up on his guys. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you right now, he probably slurped it too, if you know what I mean. He probably slurped it too. He probably sloppy topped the dog with it coming out. I'm dead ass. He probably did. But I don't know. To each his own. To each his own. You should remember TD Jake said, I don't know if that's true or not, because people been talking about I don't know if he a power bottom. I don't know. I didn't know what that meant at first. I said to somebody, guys, without being graphic, what is a power bottom? I don't know what that means. Is that somebody with power? I know what a bottom is. Like, that's the one that like to receive. But is it somebody powerful that like to receive? They said no, Mac. That's somebody that could take a whooping. I said, yikes. I said, I said, whoa. I said, I didn't. I said, I thought it was somebody that had money. They said no. So, but anyway, um, yeah, that's crazy right there. I'm supposed to be coming to Connecticut first. I have to see how things work. I had to do some stuff with my mother though. So I gotta hang around town. I may not be able to go. I gotta hang around town. Yeah, a power bottom. I thought it was somebody that like got money. I said, okay, yeah, you can see power. He got money. They said, no, Max, that's not what it means. That they said that means you could. I ain't even gonna get into it. Pause, man. I'm not gonna get into it, man. But I don't know. People talking. That all could be lies, or the tapes are not going to come out to preserve people privacy. What do y'all think? To preserve people privacy. So, as Amber Rose came out and said she was at those parties and she don't remember none of that stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? She was at the puff party. She don't remember that stuff. She didn't. Well, I don't think she stayed for the after party, but she said she don't remember that. She don't never seeing stuff like that. But then he said that the girl said she did go to a party and stuff like that was going on. So I don't know what to believe. I just know it didn't come out in trial. I know that much. At least not yet. At least not yet. Yeah, she probably lying. But we don't know. Maybe to protect people's privacy. I don't know. But this is all about the tapes that they showed in court. We didn't get a chance to see them. It's all coming from Cassie. Thank you for the love, Shy X. You said lunch on you. Thank you. I appreciate the lunch. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you for the blessing. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I try to make sense of it all and try to like articulate the best I can, but I can't make none of this up, man. It sounds like I'm lying. Like, but it's really what they're saying in court. I just can't believe it. It's really what they're saying. Do y'all got any questions or anything about what I witnessed this week? Or I'm here to answer questions. Shout out to Tisa. She got bodyguards, by the way. She said it too, that those my bodyguards. She ain't tripping. Because somebody told her on her live yesterday, Tisa, you need to be careful because they threatening people out there. She said, I got bodyguards. And she got the correct bodyguard. She don't have no like, let me get Tone and them off the block. Nah. She got bodyguards, dog. And they ready for the sauce. They look like they former freaking special ops. That's what she got. Yeah, she got special ops out there. They look like they straight up came out of war. That's what they look like. Diddy is just sitting there. He's not really reacting. He's just sitting there. Now, when Cassie testified, he was like, when she was walking by, his eyes, his head was moving with her, so he was looking at her, and he was kind of like very still the whole time. He was still, like very just looking straight forward, not moving. I don't know anything about the jury expression. I don't know. And we can't talk about that anyway. The judge said something about it. He said, "Let me find out if somebody doing that, and he will correct it." So we couldn't even talk about it if we wanted to. I don't know about other people, but I can't. I can't. Even though I can't see him anyway, because I'm in the overflow room. So I think I'm protected because I'm in the overflow room. So what was the body language when Kid Cudi was testifying? But Kid Cudi, hey, Coco, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate it. You said lunch on Tuesday. Okay. I'm gonna be thinking about you when I get lunch on Tuesday. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate the cash app. If anybody want to donate, the cash app is in the description. That'll be a lot of people got me lunch last week because I had got lunch up in the break room. A lot of y'all got me lunch. I said my supporters got me lunch. That's what I was saying in the break room. My supporters brought me lunch and paid my parking. That's what y'all did for last week. I appreciate it. Y'all paid the parking and lunch for last week. Thank you, Chantel. That's my cash app. $ Max V World 75. And that'll go towards miscellaneous stuff, parking, and lunch. And thank you, Monique. Oh my God, Monique buying me lunch too. Thank you, Monique. Thank you for the blessing. I appreciate you. You guys looked me out on this trip. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna stay on this channel. Y'all really looked me out. It's this trial is crazy. Because I was thinking like, man, how long am I gonna stay? I don't know, because you know what I'm saying, but you guys looking me out though. Because it look like I'm staying for the duration. So I'm staying for the duration. But yeah, man, I'm giving you some behind the scenes. Tisha got bodyguards. She not playing. Because I heard that this is what's being said out there. Some people are saying you guys got to be careful. You know, that's the sentiment out there. You guys got to be careful. You got to watch your back. The trial is insane, Shah. But there are some people like kind of standing around, like just looking at people. But there's so many cops over there. There's nothing they can do. There's so many cops. They're everywhere. I showed it on my live. They walking around. They are ready for the sauce out there. So no, it's safe out there. I think it's safe. The guards, they don't, they go about their business. I don't see no problems out there. But I don't know if somebody's getting threatened. I don't know. But I do know somebody notes got taken from him. Somebody know they got up, their notes is gone. And you know you down bad. You gotta take somebody notes. You down bad. Or maybe they took it by accident. But somebody said their notes got stolen. It's all about the notes, man. Everybody taking notes. But yeah, it's crazy, man. The notes. But what else is going on? So, it's just everything. Everything is everything, at this point. Um you said the Australian dollar to the US ain't made shoot. Everything helps, man. Everything, the Australian dollar, everything helps. We take yen, we take Australian dollar, we take pesos. Okay. We take it all. Everything helps. Every little bit helps for sure. But yeah, man, it's definitely a situation going on out here. Definitely a situation going on. Um, like what else y'all have questions for me? About anybody. Now there was a guy out there. This lady is hilarious. Show this reporter. She thought it was DJ Academic show. Oh my god, yo! I saw him because I talked to him. Because when Celebrity Scandalous was talking to him, he thought that, hey, Celebrity Scandalous, are you here? You know the guy that thought you were I was your bodyguard. We was out in front of the courtroom. He's a YouTuber. People thought that was DJ Academics. Somebody thought it was DJ Academics. That's hilarious. Because I shook his hand. He said, "Damn, you shook my hand hard." That's what he said to me. He said, "You shook my hand mighty hard." I gave him a man handshake. I'm not gonna shake no man hand soft. You give him a grip. And I just grip. He didn't even grip my hand. I felt bad. I thought I almost broke his hand the way he shook my hand. He shook my hand very, very light and dainty. But this lady, shout out to the lady report. I don't know who she is. It was a blonde lady. Yeah, we talked to him. And he thought I was Celebrity Scandalous bodyguard. He said, "Damn, you almost broke my hand." Well, she thought he was DJ Academics. I don't think he said nothing to her. She's sitting up there interviewing him like he DJ Academics, yo. And it got back to DJ Academics that happened. DJ was like, "I'm not that fat." DJ was clowning him and stuff. That's hilarious. And then he got on the camera saying, "Well, I'm not that big." He said, "I don't have man breasts and all that." This is hilarious. Dude, I can't make none of this up. Yeah, I think you say he got swatted. But the dude, she was interviewing him like he was DJ Academics, I think. That was hilarious. A blonde lady. I don't know who she is. She had her own camera person with her, so she had to be from the news. I don't know why she didn't look at him closely. That's not DJ Academics. I can't make this up, y'all. I ran right into him, yo. I'm running into everybody. No, he don't look like Act, but to her he did. And shout out to this other lady that be out there. She is hilarious. She got into it. Look, guys, she got into it with somebody from he works for Hot 97. He's in there doing this for Hot 97, right? She got into it with him because she took his seat. I didn't realize he was sitting there because I was damn near half asleep. Because the dude kept looking back at me like I was falling asleep. And yeah, it's a snow bunny that thought he was DJ Academics. Right. And That was hilarious, and he didn't say nothing. I don't think so. I don't think he said anything. He just was interviewing. But if he see this, he'll probably clean it up. He'll say, "No, I didn't say I was DJ Academic." He didn't say that. He didn't say he was DJ Academics, but she thought he was. So that's not his fault. But I would have said something like, "Look, I'm not DJ Academics though." But it got back to DJ Academics. You know, DJ's like, "Oh Lord," he said, "Lord, Lord, that's not me." Oh Lord, he said, "I promise you, I lost weight." That's what DJ Academic said. Shit, guys, I'm losing weight out there, man, because we be in court all day, and then I get my walks in, to get to the courthouse. Man, I have to take my belt off, right? They make you take your belt off, when you're going through the check thing. My pants be almost falling down. That's how I know I'm losing weight. My pants be falling down, man. And I didn't get the pants that big, like mad big, like mad big size. It's just my pants falling down. That's why I have to wait till I get. I told him, I'm about to take my belt off now, but my pants gonna fall down. He said, "Well, you got to get pants that's fitting." I said, he said that fits you. I said, I did. They did fit me at one point, but now they loose. So I actually must be losing weight. So maybe I am losing weight. That's what I said. But yeah, they make me take my belt off. Shout out to Miss Knockout Celebrity. They made her take they made her take her shoes off because she had metal in her boots. So if you go there, make sure you don't have no metal in your boots because they'll make you take your shoes off. And so yeah, when you go into security, you have to go through. It's almost like going through TSA, the checkpoint. Your bag goes through the scanner and everything. Um, Everything out your pockets, stuff like that. But for the most part, I got it all down. And I got a routine going on, so I'm good because I be going there so much, and everybody know me. Like the guard was like, what do you do? You got I got a YouTube. So yeah, because I'm there every day. I guess they're like, either must be a reporter or something. Because a normal person ain't really coming there every day. But my damn pants was falling down, man. Oh, was that at the airport? Celebrity that you said they patted her wig? That's crazy. I don't know about that. Um, but yeah, so that's what's happening there. And we go to the overflow room. Now they do on the 8th floor. That's where the cafeteria is. So you're gonna see lawyers in there. You're gonna see mad people in there from TV and stuff like that. So I haven't had their. I heard their pizza's not good. So I had their sandwich. I'll have a sandwich and stuff like that, and I'll sit there. And what I've been doing is me and Celebrity Scandalous. We used to eat together, but now Miss Knockout is with me because Miss Knockout was tired. She didn't want to go outside after lunch to vlog. She was tired. So she's like, "Man, I'm just going to the break room. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'm gonna call, like that." Because she was gonna do her stuff outside, after it's all said and done. Oh, they sat her down. Oh, that day they went in with the. Oh yeah, I didn't see her. I didn't see it. Yeah, Miss Knockout be sitting with me. That's Black Rob's sister, by the way, y'all. If y'all remember the rap like whoa, like whoa. That song Black Rob, that's his sister. You could tell it's his sister too. They look alike. You could tell that they're siblings. That's what I'm saying. Um, and she rapped too. She used to rap back in the day. But Gene know her. So she, because Gene, when he looked at it, he said, "Oh, what's up?" He said, "Oh, what's up?" Knockout. He knew her. Seeing Gene knew her. Because Friday, Gene came in our room. And Gene walked in. That's a big dude, y'all. Gene, that's a big dude, man. For real. That's a big dude. So he walked in with another guy and he looked back and he waved to Miss Knockout. And Mac, the best defense lawyer, you know, Brian Steele is doing his thing. I'm just telling y'all that. And Nicole Westmoreland, which is Brian Steele's partner, colleague. They did the best so far. Brian Steele and Nicole Westmoreland, for sure. And that's saying a lot because Tenny Garagos is good too. Yeah, he might be more than 6'6". That's a big dude, man. Big Jane came up in there. Big Jane. He looked at me. I think he know who I am because he had looked. And I guess because I'm sitting next to Miss Knockout. But shout out to Big Gene. Yeah, I wanted to scream to him, yo, this is Big Gene cooking in conversation with Big Gene. That's what I wanted to say to him, cooking in conversation. But look, one dude went up to Big Gene and he was heckling him, right? He said, look, man, I'm not playing with you. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm not the one. Calm down. And he calmed down. He changed his vibration, put it that way. Yeah, Gene is a good dude. My boy Born, that they know each other. Him and my boy Born. And I knew Born since the Sandbox. That's the Gene is his boy. But he don't need no bodyguard. I'm just telling y'all this. He don't. He don't need a bodyguard. He's that big. He got size to him too. Not just because he's tall. He still looked like he could catch you. That's the crazy part. I don't know how tall he is, man, but he looked like he could still grab you. If he grab you, it's a wrap. If he grab you. But shout out to Big Gene, man. He was just sitting there. He took notes, just like everybody else, and then he left. He didn't stay. He left right before we were done for the day. He left. He walked out. He had somebody with him, so he didn't come alone. He had a guy with him, and the guy he had with him, it looked like he'd been boxing all his life and shit. So he had somebody with him, you know what I'm saying, just in case somebody wanted to try something. But shout out, but if they did, they not gonna try nothing with Big Gene, man. There's no way. There's no way. If he get his hands on you, it's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap at that point. He said, "What's his name is a member, y'all." That's what Celebrity Scandalous did to him. Said to him. She was like, "Such as is a member, y'all," and he just smiled. He was like smiling at her. So yeah, thank you, Mama. You know how Gene is. Thank you, Mama. But shout out to Big Gene. Shout out to Big Gene, man. Yeah, shout out to Big Gene. Who else did I see? The lady from the um Court TV, the host for Court TV. I saw the correspondent for Nancy Grace. I see her every day. Um what's his name? Uh uh what's his name, Celebrity Scandal? So when you be talking to him every day. And you say he got an Airbnb out there. What's his name? Damn, I can't remember. Armand Wiggins. Armand, what's his name? I see him. But now I don't see them too much because they be in the main courtroom. I think Armand is in the main courtroom now. So I see him very seldom. Sometimes I see him in the break room. But mostly he be outside though. But now that he get in the main courtroom, I don't see him no more. But he still be there, but I don't see him. Because I'm in the overflow room. Occasionally I'll see him in the overflow room. Occasionally I'll see Tisa in the overflow room, but she getting in the main room now. Oh, and Rotten Mango. Yeah, we see her. I see her every day. Um, Everybody that I saw the lady from CNN. Um, Celebrity Scandalist sent me the link. She said, "Yo, we see her every day." It's a correspondent for CNN. I see her. Some TMZ people be there. I forget the brother's name. He do a law. He used to work for the Law and Crime too. It's a brother, and he has his own show now. I see him every day. Um, oh, the woman that's been yelling at people. Yeah, I got her on my video on one of my shorts. She sit with me in court. She be sitting with me in court, man. Shout out. She didn't yell on Friday. She was quiet. Yeah, every main network is there. Yo, she was quiet Friday. I was wondering if she okay because she wasn't saying nothing. Yeah, Lisa Bloom, Gloria Allred, everybody that is in the news, like correspondents, we see there. And then they quickly go outside. You know, they have their own cameramen and stuff like that. So they go over there. They be under the bright lights. You guys seen it when I show you guys the media. They right there across the street. But what's going to happen is that place is going to be jam packed when the jury is deliberating. I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah, the Combs family, everybody used to them now because everybody see them every day. They see, Quincy and Christian and Justin. The girls are not there because they just graduated. And I think they graduated last night. I believe I don't know if the guys were there Friday. Was guys, because I don't see them all the time. Were they there Friday? Was his sons there Friday? I don't think so because they had to go to graduation. And they do be in the break room, and people be talking to them. They be chilling, stuff like that. Um, I don't think they like the cameras in their face though. But there ain't no cameras in the break room because you can't bring it in there. Oh yeah, we talked to Diddy's publicist. Miss Knockout said people are hating on her right now. I don't know why. She's a really nice person. She's really, really cool, y'all. She's really nice. She's really nice. She always speaks. She waved to you. I didn't know it was her publicist at first. I'm sitting there talking to her in the elevator and didn't even know it was her. And then somebody said, "Yo, that's his publicist right there." I said, "Really?" Because I was just talking to her. But she's real cool. I know neither parent was there, but you know what? The brothers were there. They're taking over. All look, everybody from Cali is cool. But let me tell you, those brothers, Quincy and them, they took over. Because I just saw a short where he was giving the girls a diamond necklace. Justin did. That's their OG now. Justin. He's the OG. Him and Quincy. And they're well taken care of. They make sure they're taken care of too. So they're in good hands. They got the brothers. They're in good hands. It sucks that they ain't got Puff there, but he got to take care of business right now. He got business to take care of. If he gets out, I'm gonna tell you guys this: if he gets out of this, his life has changed forever. He's not gonna be wilding no more, yo. He's not. He's gonna redefine himself, and he's gonna come back, and he might help the community. I could see him doing that. I could see him really putting himself to good use and really trying to make a difference. I really see that. That's why a lot of people are sad about it. Like, damn, they gonna take him away. No, he can be. Let me see. How can I say this? Because it's not a normal Rico situation. That's why this sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks a little bit. He crashed out. He's a human being. He crashed out and got Kid Cudi car. He shouldn't have done that. The man guys, the man crashed out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say allegedly because I wasn't there, but still, he crashed out. He did send her mother her money back. He did, but however, the beatings and stuff. I don't know how he gonna get past that because people don't like that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I must say they do have a lot of support up in the courtroom. They do. I don't know. They could be former people that work for him and stuff like that, or people that currently work for him. There's a lot of people, and like I don't. I'm careful what I say in court, yo, because everybody's listening. As soon as I say something, everybody turn they listening. Like, nah, fuck this. I'm just gonna be silent because you don't know who you offending. He said, "I don't know. He's not a good person." Yeah, from what he did, Yasmin. I know you can't. People can't get past that. What he did to Cassie, they can't get past that. They can't get past that. And I understand. I understand because I got nieces too. But anyway, his girls is taken care of. The boys got them. They got them because they took over. Quincy and Justin are the leaders because they're the oldest. And Justin, he's more mature acting. I could tell. He's the one that's like he's the OG of the family. Him and Quincy is. They're the OGs. Because I remember when she's like, "Oh my God, thank you." He said, "No problem." He said, "Congratulations on graduating." He's very serious. Like, yeah, he's very serious. Um, yeah, he's very like yeah, I can see them just taking over. You said doctor season camera footage, etc. What do you mean by season camera footage? You think the dog situation pissed people off? Yeah, because people were reacting in the courtroom. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guys. Um, Give me 1 second. I had to make sure. Hold on 1 second. I had to make sure I had to make sure when I got to pick my mother up. Sorry about that. All right, so let me answer some of your questions here. Now that I'm back. Um, she wasn't. Diddy found out about the freak off. Diddy found out about the freak off. Well, no, he found out about her messing with Kid Cudi at the freak off. So she was messing with Diddy to some capacity. She was, and Kid Cudi, because that's how. Remember, she got kicked in the back. She kicked her in the back, leaving the freak off, and her mother took the pictures of the bruises. So that's how. Um, so that's how she found him. He found out about she messing with Kid Cudi through the freak off. You said there's nothing wrong with dating multiple. No, I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's how. Well, that's what Brian Still said. You too. He said she played both of them. That's what he said. It is something wrong with dating multiple people when you got a crazy ass boyfriend. It is. You gotta let the other boyfriend know the other one crazy. At least. Now my sound going in and out. Dang. Is my sound going in and out, y'all, or what? What's going on with my sound, man? Hold up, I'll be right back. All right. I have my headset on, yeah. But maybe my headset is about to give out. I have an extra one here. But I have to put the what do you call it? I have to put the wind thing on it. Let me do that now. Just in case if I need this one. Okay, I got that one. Had to put the wind thing on it. I'm coming in clearly. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, what happened was my sound didn't have sound earlier. I had y'all on mute because I had to make sure I had to pick her up at the right time. I was getting that straight, but I'm back now. Um, so yeah, that's what Brian Still said. He said, so she played both of y'all, huh? He said, yeah. That's what Kid Cudi said. No, the judge don't have I didn't see anything. The judge is very thorough. He's one of the best judges I've heard in a long time. He's one of the best judges. He's very fair. I remember when she was like, so we're just gonna call him Diddy for this. He said, no, call him Mr. Combs. Yeah, the judge, nothing gets past this judge. He's very fair. You said KK, she did get proffer. We gonna find out. We gonna find out next week for sure. At some point, we're gonna find out if she come in that courtroom. I bet you the courtroom be packed for that, because it was packed for Kid Cudi. I made sure I got me a good seat in the back, 'cause I don't want to sit all cramped up with people. Yeah, guys, we are about to find out for sure. Yes, we about to find out if that's the situation. No, he is very good. Chantel, he's one of the best judges I have seen in a long time. He is. He's really, really good. He's just a little word on the judge. He's one of the youngest, he's the youngest elected to the Southern District of New York. He also was a clerk for the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And he's in his 40s. And we they sometime they see him coming in the morning. I don't know if he drive or take the train. I'm not sure. He just be having his headsets on, listen to music. He dressed kind of hip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he a cool judge, but he's very thorough though. They don't get nothing past him for sure. He's making sure everything is running smoothly, and also under his guidance, they said they're on time now, just to finish on time. I don't know what on time is. That's what I'm trying to tell some of my people, like, so when they can come, because some people trying to figure out when they need to fly back in, for the closing statements and the jury deliberations. So I'm trying to gauge that now. That's what we're talking about, so people can know to get their flights booked. So yes, he clerked for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and also one of Diddy's lawyers, Alexandra Shapiro. She was also a clerk for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but they didn't work at the same time though. So that's just a little bit of history on Judge Arun Subramanian. So yeah, that's a little history there. A lot of the attorneys on both, Comey, from the prosecutor Chantel, that's James Comey' daughter, the former FBI director, and she helped put away Ghislaine Maxwell. Yep, she was on the Ghislaine Maxwell case, and a lot of them are Ivy League educated. And we already know Brian Steele is good from the Young Thug case, and Nicole Westmoreland is good too from the Young Thug case. She works for Brian Steele. But yes, the judge is pretty fair. Yep, for sure. Um, Let me see. What else do I have? Do y'all have any other questions? Just let me know. If y'all want to know whatever behind the scenes. There's a lot of attorneys attending as well. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of attorneys attending and just listening. Cassie lawyer was there, just for a little bit, I guess because of Cassie. Cassie, it was one time where Cassie's husband sat right next to me. I didn't even know it was him. Because people kept looking back. I'm like, what's going on? Maybe I ain't supposed to sit here or something. But that was her husband. So yeah. Um Puffy do have all eyes on him. He does. A lot of attorneys watching. You see a lot of attorneys in the break room or the cafeteria. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Definitely is. Who else testified besides Cassie, Dawn, Cuddy, and the psychologist? His two of his assistants, two of his former assistants, and two investigators working for the Homeland Department of Homeland Security. You said this is a wake up call, like Cat Williams said. No, you didn't miss anything. Nope. You said Jay-Z and all others that ran with Puff, etc., better be getting their lives together every day. Yeah, man, this is wake. That's why they say it's a wake up call. I can understand why people would say that it's a wake up call for sure. Yeah, I don't know, but I know people are watching. Like, man, yeah, I know people are like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, they just kind of just taking it all in. Everybody's watching and listening for sure. Oh, the Punisher, yeah, the sex work. Two of the sex workers, the Punisher, testify. He got the name the Punisher not from sex. It was from basketball. He used to play. He got the name from playing on West 4th Street courts. West 4th and 6th Avenue in the Village. Those famous courts, the basketball courts, West 4th Street. He got his name, the Punisher, from playing basketball. Yeah. Damn, you said not a wake up call, a bedtime story. Yikes. Holy crap. Oh, yes, Chantel. People laughed at that. And here's what happened. Puff didn't laugh at it. He didn't find that funny. Everybody else did, even in his courtroom, but he didn't find it funny at all. But he was kind of smiling at one of his former assistants that said that, Puff taught him everything that he knows and Puff taught him his workout. He said Puff was like shaking his head and smiling at that, smiling at the guy. Because he kind of made Puff, a regular human being at that point. So he was smiling at that. Um, but he wasn't smiling with the what did he say, the villain, super villain joke. He did not laugh at that. And they said when Cuddy walked past him, Cuddy wasn't paying attention to him. He just went up there and did what he had to do. Now I had said mentioned that before when they had arrested him. He had on this long like trench coat looking thing, looking like a superhero. That's why I had said that too. Dressed in all black. But his publicist, though, just to note, his publicist is a really nice person. She's very friendly. She talked to people. I didn't know it was her. I guess she thought I did. Maybe she assumed I did, but I didn't know. I was just sharing, hey, how you doing? Stuff like that. And you know, just, regular conversation. I didn't know it was her at first until Celebrity told me. Celebrity Scandalous told me. Yeah, I'll change your vibration. Man, if they play that video, I'm gonna fall out. Guys, I'm gonna fall out. Oh my God, they can't do that. If they do that, I'm gonna say that's wrong for them to play that now. Don't do that. Please don't play the Diddler. Please. The Joker. Don't play him as that. Please don't. If they play that, then I'll be like, nah, they ODing off of him now. That video was just for us, to clown them like that. But damn, if they use that, I'm like, now I'm gonna be like, they scrambling and scraping. I'm like, they really scrambling and scraping. I remember I go back to that the Drink Champs interview when Jadakiss and Fabulous was there, and Sizzler, what's his name, the reggae guy, I forget his name, Sizzler or something. He was like, I like how you do that, Daddy. I like how you eyes. Because I like how you be scrambling and scraping, Daddy. Like I like how you just scrambling and scraping. And he said to Fab, how come me and you don't hang out no more like we used to, man? For your birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, we have hung out for my birthday. He said, nah, man, I'm talking about me and you, man. I'm talking about me and you, man. He was talking to Fab. How come me and you don't hang out for your birthday, man? You know what I'm saying? He's like, how come me and you don't hang out for your birthday? You could tell they were looking uncomfortable. How come me and you don't hang out for your birthday, man? That's what I want to know, Fab. Why don't you hang out for your birthday, man? Like, come on, man. Hang out. Let's hang out. Yeah, they used to call each other daddy. Daddy, yo, that's an old thing. When he say daddy, that's like an old slang kind of thing. Yeah, that is old. They used to call each other daddy, yo. What's up, cat daddy? Like that. That's that old slang. So he probably was just trying to be different. And Puff, he was kind of lit during that interview. He was drinking. He said, eyes. They like to see your eyes. He said that he said at the Nori, eyes. So that's where he get that from. That's a slang when you say daddy. You don't mean like he calling him that. It's just a slang. He just being cool. Eyes. That Drink Champs interview was hilarious. He said, "Come on," he pressed, "How we don't hang out for your birthday, man?" He love a reason to party. Like when French had his birthday party, Puff was all there. He had to celebrate his birthday with him. He's all about the birthdays, and partying and throwing it. He threw a party for him too. He will throw a party for you. And it just seemed like he need a reason to party. Okay, it's your birthday, so we gonna go all out now. We gonna go all out. Oh, and it was one thing with the assistant, the first assistant. He said Diddy was like, he thought Diddy was in the house for the day, right? So he thought he could relax. This was in Miami. He thought Diddy was just out for the day, right? In the house. So he thought he can light him up a joint. So he lit up a joint And then when Diddy he found out Diddy was coming out, he put it out, and Diddy was like, "Yo, you smoking?" He was like, "Nah." He said, "If you're a man enough to smoke, just admit it. You smoking?" He didn't know Diddy was gonna come back out. He's like, "Yo, you smoking?" Then he had to admit to him, because they were like he was like the big brother figure, like they were young at the time, so they kind of like like, oh, I'm getting in trouble, Diddy don't caught me, I'm about to get in trouble. That's where I took that. That's where I took that. Yeah, he caught him. He caught him smoking. You're not supposed to smoke on the job. That's how I took that. And then he made the dude take a polygraph test. That was hilarious because he thought something was missing. He made him take a polygraph test. He went to one of the famous renowned polygraph specialists and made him take a polygraph test to see if he stole something from him. Yep, made him take a polygraph, man. I thought that was interesting. Damn, he made him take a polygraph twice. He made him take it twice. Because money was missing and I think some jewelry was missing. So they pressed him on like, yo, did you steal some jewelry? And they searched his hotel room too. The bodyguards came and searched his hotel room and then made him take a polygraph. And then there was something on the vlogs talking about Puff, right? And he thought the dude was leaking information. And he made him take a polygraph test for that. Because he thought it was on not Media Takeout. What's the other one? Lipstick Alley. There was an article on Lipstick Alley. And Puff thought one of his assistants was leaking information. And he got mad about that. And made him, take a polygraph test. He took 2 polygraph tests. One, he thought something was missing. And then the vlog situation. Yeah, made him take a polygraph. It's crazy. And then he said, he said when he went to the interview, right? It was a big picture of Diddy on the wall, and the person said, "Are you ready to join his kingdom?" or some shit. You ready to join his kingdom or something? I'm paraphrasing something like that. Something along them lines. Are you ready to join his kingdom? It's like a cult. It's like a cult at this point. You think Cassie was writing those lipstick alleys? It could have been. It never came out in court who wrote it, but it could have been to leak it out there. But they checked it. Look, they checked his computer and everything. They had the bodyguards check his computer to see if there's any vlog posts, and they wanted to know his search history. They checked his search history and everything, man. He said he felt a certain type of way about that. And then to go further, he had to go take a polygraph. Crazy. I'm like, damn, did he? Oh, it's her language and her words. It could have been her. I have to go read them now to see. But it definitely wasn't him though that wrote that. It wasn't him. I could tell by the way he was testifying it wasn't him. But Diddy didn't know that. That means he read everything about him. They said every morning he wants to read everything that's in the media about him, whether it's vlog posts or whatever the case is. He want to read everything. Yeah, every morning he got to have, if there's any vlog posts or anything on him, any stories, he wants to read it. So if anybody ever made any YouTube videos on him, he probably saw it for sure. But one thing I want to note though, Gene has been talking about, even before this broke, Gene was telling his story. Diddy has never responded to him. I would always used to wonder why he never responded. He's never responded to Gene. So that's something to that, for him not to respond. I guess he didn't want to open up those can of worms. That would have like kind of opened up something if he did. This Gene wasn't playing with him, man. Yeah, he definitely wasn't like playing with him when it came to that. He said he doesn't address gossip. Yeah, he doesn't. But you said only she would have known those details. It was her or Capricorn. Yeah, he got mad about that. He felt like somebody in his inner circle leaked that information. Yep. So I thought that was of importance there. Yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. What else? So we're looking to see if they testify or not. We're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see if that happens. Um, if there's some type of testimony from Capricorn or KK. Because if so, that's gonna be crazy. I'm just telling y'all now. Because they've been with him and the feds know something and they're gonna press them on it. That's gonna be, it could be damaging. It could be pretty much for them to come put the nail in the coffin. And they're gonna be on that stand for a while. KK if she comes, she gonna be on that stand for a couple days. And then I think Capricorn too. She gonna be on the stand for quite a bit of time. And they're gonna have a few more people to testify and they're gonna wrap their case up. And then the defense is gonna present their case, and then I'm gonna have to let y'all know when to get y'all. Because some people want to know when should they travel back out for their closing statements. This thing is this going by really fast. This case is moving really fast, y'all. It is. What's up? What's up, Michael? What if he take the stand? Guys, you guys got to be here for that. For people that want to travel back, you have to be there for this. You have to be here for this. Because if he take the stand, that'll be it. After he's done, they'll wrap the case up. The defense will close their case. That'll be it if he takes the stand. Then I would say book your flights and come on back. I don't think this is going to be a long deliberation. I think at best it's going to be 2 days. They're going to deliberate for 2 days, and they may, if they may have a verdict. To be honest with you, they might. If he take the stand, I'm like, you got to be here for that. You got to come back. It's like almost a situation where you got to come back for that. He take the stand. Oh my goodness. I think he might. I think he might, guys. I think he might take the stand. Why not? Because he can tell us like, look, this wasn't no criminal enterprise. Yeah, I was, like that. Boy, them prosecutors be right with that cross examination. He's gonna get the cross examination from of his lifetime. Okay, Kai, Nicole, you said you definitely want to be in attendance if he takes a stand. Just to let you know, if you do come, it's really, you go through, it's like TSA checkpoint, and they'll tell you which floor to go to, which courtroom to go to. They're like either go to 20, you're either gonna go to the 23rd or 24th floor, and sit in the overflow room. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there for that. That courtroom is going to be packed. I'm gonna make sure, like when I get there, I'm not lingering outside. I'm going straight in. That day, I'm gonna get there early for that day. You said maybe a drug-induced psychosis, right? Or he wasn't in his right mind. But I think when they was talking about the assistants working 20 hours a day, they trying to get him on forced labor as well. But one day, the last assistant, he said he liked the work. He didn't mind working. So I don't know about the forced labor. Some people seem to think that they're gonna find him guilty on something, but not on everything. But if he take that stand, that's gonna be monumental. If he take that stand, because that could make or break him. That could make the jury. I don't know. We'll see if he take the stand. I don't know. I've seen lawyers take the stand and blow it, like the Alec Murdoch case in South Carolina. He's a accomplished attorney. He took the stand and blew it. He blew it. You said what's the overflow room? It's just where if you can't get in the main room, you go in the overflow room to watch it on TV on the monitor. They have multiple monitors in there, so you could see in the courtroom. But guys, if he take that stand, oh my God, man, if he take that stand, oh, he might though, he might. It might be a strategy behind it. It might say, look, you got to take the stand. Nobody else better can explain the situation but you. You sorry this happened to her, but you don't run a criminal organization. You run a legit organization. You know, you run a legit organization. Somebody was playing music. I had to mute it real quick. But if he takes that stand, guys, it'll be something else. You said Capricorn is first up Tuesday. Okay, we got the Diddy docket in the house. So the Diddy docket said Capricorn is first up Tuesday. Thank you for telling us that. And I will be there bright and early Tuesday, Diddy docket. Diddy Doc, if you ever see me out there, give me a head nod, please. If you're out there somewhere, because I'm not hard to find. That's what somebody told me. We see you coming a mile away. We see you walking a mile away. You're not hard to find. So, um, yes, if you see me, I am not hard to find. You said, do you think they close in 3 weeks? It looks like they're on time to close this before the 4th of July. Yes, I think so. Because they got Capricorn, they got KK, maybe a few other dancers left, and maybe a bodyguard. Everybody talking about Roger Bonds. His name keep coming up. After that, it's over, I think. And then the defense will present their case. They'll have a few people, and then if Puff take the stand, and once he take the stand, it's over with. It'll be over with. And then so it could be 3 weeks. The judge said they're moving on time. And I'm telling people it looked like it's going slow, but it's not. It's actually going pretty fast. Faster than I thought it was gonna be. Because they got through a lot of testimony yesterday from multiple people. And the judge said that. He said we're moving on time. But everybody's anticipating Capricorn now. Oh my God, Capricorn, get on the stand. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna make sure I get me a good seat. And I'm not even going out for break. I'm not even going out for break because I know she's gonna be on there for a while. I'm just gonna go to the break room. The cafeteria, and then quickly go back to my floor and wait. I'm not missing anything for that. She was an assistant, Michael, one of his assistants. She was one of the people that called Cassie the night that Diddy found out that her and Kid Cudi was messing around. Kid Cudi said Capricorn called Cassie, and Cassie had her on speakerphone, and she sounded very nervous. You said you think there's a video of Capricorn talking about the assault. So this is heating up. This thing is in gear now. It's on a crash course to finish early. The judge is really thorough about that. He's moving along pretty nicely. Also, the prosecutors are getting through it too. Just like the data guy, that was a little bit of dry testimony for people. They got through that pretty good through the data situation because he the one that retrieved the data off Cassie's MacBook Pro and MacBook Air. Yeah, he took the data off of that in her phone. So that testimony was not too bad. It wasn't too bad. You said we're on the street is that he paid Capricorn because he assaulted her. Well, she might talk about it when she get on that stand. That's gonna be pretty bad. It's like his whole world, everything that he worked hard for came crumbling down because of this, what he was involved in. I tell people there's nothing wrong. Yes, Cassie wanted to participate, nothing wrong with that. But the moment she say no and she trying to leave and she get beat up for that, that's where they say the crime is taking place. That's the coercion and by force. Because we saw it on video. We saw the by force on video. You can't deny. Everybody keeps saying it's domestic. No, they wrapped him with a RICO. That's coercion by force. And then also her mother testified saying that she had to take equity line of credit out for 20,000 to send it to Bad Boy. She wired it via her credit union. But even though she got the money back, that's a problem. All of that's a problem. Oh yeah, Lorianne Gibson. She was on the making of the band. I remember they had a falling out. Then they had a whole story on making the band, how they made up. There's a lot going on here, and I don't know. He may take the stand. He may. He might take the stand. Hey, what's going on? He might take the stand. But I'm gonna tell you something. I noticed, like in the courtroom, it was this one guy. He was just staring at everybody. He had a suit on. He was just like staring, like maybe he was like a detective or something. I don't know. Cause he locked eyes with me and he just stared, yo. He just it was an evil stare, man. He was. It was an evil stare. It wasn't like I don't know. It was he had a suit on. No, we had oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We haven't even got to victim 2 yet. Yeah, we haven't got to victim 2 yet. And victim 3. Haven't got to victim 3 or 4 yet. Yeah, we that's right. There's still some more to go. You're right. Yep, we haven't got to her yet. We know her as a Jane Doe. You said you look like you could be a former Diddy body. Somebody had questioned me Friday, like, so what do you do? Like, I was like, I'm a vlogger, this and that. They said that to me too. They singled me out, like, what do you do? Yeah, and then the guy was staring at me. And then somebody thought I was celebrity scandalous bodyguard. I don't know, maybe it's how I carry myself because I walk real upright. And I don't walk with my hands in my pocket. I'm real upright. Like my dad taught me. My dad was in the military and he told me how to walk like that. Like he made me walk a certain way. I walk like that's a habit. And I wear shades. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I did look like her bodyguard because I had shades on. You know what I'm saying? Like I probably could be. I could be, but I ain't big as Gene though. Now Gene is another level kind of big. Gene is big, yo. Like, and he don't he walks tall. He does. That is one big dude, man. He's what you call a quiet giant. He's a quiet giant. Yeah, but you're right. We haven't got to victim 2 yet. And just like the guy that was people thought it was the lady thought it was DJ Academics. I talked to him because he was talking to Celebrity Scandalous and he said, "Oh, you got your bodyguard." And he shook my hand. He said, "Oh man, you about to break my hand." That was him. And that was hilarious. He was out in front of the courtroom, out in front of the court building, doing this thing out there. But yeah, like I guess because he was like, and the one of the people, I think they were trying to talk to Celebrity Scan. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to holler at her. They was like, "Oh, you got your bodyguard with you today, huh? You got your body. You got your bodyguard with you." You know, I had my shades on and whatnot, so I guess somebody called me Suge Knight Friday. I said, "Here we go with this bullshit." They said, "Yo, he look like Suge Knight." What is it? The beard? It must be the beard. It has to be. They said I walk like Suge Knight. They said, "Dude, you walk like Suge Knight. You Suge Knight, man." They said they go Suge Knight. The dude said they started laughing. It was a lady with blonde hair. She started laughing. She said he do look a little like Suge Knight. No, ma'am, you the one that said that guy looked like DJ Academic. Stop, stop, ma'am. That was the same lady. She's from the news. I'm like, ma'am, that's not DJ Academics, and I'm not Suge Knight. Okay, I'm not Suge. I'm not Suge Knight. I'm not. That's messed up, man. They like, man, that's Suge. It's because of the beard, I think. But wait till I'm gonna treat my beard tonight. I'm gonna dye it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a bald my head too. So now they gonna really think I look like Suge Knight when I get a haircut. Damn, they calling me Suge Knight, man. Yeah, he said, "I'm jealous, Miss Minaj. You got your bodyguard." He did say that to her, call her Miss Minaj. Yep. Yeah, like, I don't escape from prison to get to the Diddy trial. Max could be security. That's hilarious. That's what they thought. They thought, like, that's her security guard. Like, I could be security guard. I'm bigger than her security. I am. I could be her security too. But those guys though, they look like they former they got a different type of intensity. They like former military. I could tell. I'm um I'm 6 feet, 6'1". But I guess because I'm a big guy, and you know how Suge used to wear the you know how, like, I guess because I don't know, maybe it's just how I dress. Because I don't, maybe it's how I dress, man. I got the Jordans and the black jeans and stuff. Maybe it's that. The baseball caps. Maybe it's that because some off duty people, they have the baseball caps on. You can almost see who they are. But they have what you call bulletproof vests on under their clothes. You could tell, and they blend in, like that. You could tell. You could tell when you see them. But I'm bigger than most of those guys. I am losing weight, just to let y'all know. Yeah, because I was walking with the family in. Maybe they thought I was security. Because the cameras, the cameras started following me. I said, "I'm not with them." That's what I wanted to say. Because the cameraman was like following me. I was like, "Bro, I'm not with them." It just so happened I'm going in with the family. I didn't know that they were coming in. I just happened to come in. But I don't know. There's just a lot of guys out here just really petite, man. That's what I noticed. And I don't wear skinny jeans. So I don't wear skinny jeans, man. That's fresh and fit, yo. Dude, he rocking skinny jeans. That I can't do, yo. I could see people. Some people could pull that off, but I'll look real funny, and because I'll look real funny wearing skinny jeans the way I'm built. I'll look real funny. Now you know something wrong with me if I put on skinny jeans. But shout out to Fresh and Fit. He got to be about 6'6", his damn self. 6'5" or 6'6". He tall. It's a tall dude. He damn near Big Gene height. But Big Gene is taller though. Big Gene, like, he about 6'8", 6'9", yo. Straight up. Now that's a bodyguard. Big Gene, that's a bodyguard for sure. And I don't know what y'all think. I consider Big Gene like a celebrity, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was in this whole situation with Puff, right? He don't need no bodyguard. I'm just letting y'all know that. Big Gene don't need no bodyguard, man. He don't. Yeah, his skinny jeans be rolled up, but that's his thing. That's his thing. Some people could pull that off. I can't do it. But some people can. That's just their style. I'm old school with it, the Levi's 501s. I'm wearing those. But I can't wear the skinny jeans, man. You said what was the drama with Fresh and Fit and some other person? I didn't see him with no drama. I see everybody trying to interview him. He getting love out there. A lot of people showing him love out there, wanting interviews and stuff like that. He's very popular out there. When he leaves, people notice him. The cameras follow him, and the media knows him. The media know it's him. They be following him. And this one lady got an interview with him. It was like he was doing like a 5-minute interview. No, a lot of people are sitting at the table with him. He getting love there. He for sure he is. Nobody's bothering Fresh and Fit. Mm-mm. Nope. He's known out there. Also, what's his name? Armand Wiggins, a lot of people know him out there. He getting love out there. But Armand be going about his business though. He's about his content. Like he don't be hanging around that courtroom too much. He get on back where he got to go and start vlogging. He all about his business. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see him, he'll give me a head nod. I give him a head nod. He on the go. Yeah, Armand don't be playing. Yeah, I'm staying up there for Memorial Day. I'm hitting the trial next week. I thought I was gonna be going up to Massachusetts, but I gotta take care of some stuff with my mother though. But I'm happy to have. Look, I feel like I'm working. I feel like I have a day off now. I feel like I've been working. I really do. I really feel like I've been working. Because I get up mad early, go there. Oh, you live in Max? But yeah, Armand be about his business. Like he'll get his content, whatever. Boom, he's gone. He's home. He's gone. He out of there. It's definitely work. It really is. And I see how people put the work in, the work ethic and stuff like that. Take diligently taking notes. It is work. Everybody got their head down taking notes. So yes, it is work. I see all the people from Law and Crime. I mean the Law and Crime Network there. All the CNN analysts. Yeah, they all putting in work, man. And when they're talking in the break room, they're talking about the content. They're talking about what's going on, like how they can, So yeah, it's work being done in there, major work being done. Tisa putting in, man, that woman can grind, man. I'm telling y'all that. She did say she was tired, but she said she got to keep it going. She's a one man army, one woman army. You know what I'm saying? She do it all herself. So far, which side is winning? I don't want to say that. I said I'm a refrain from that because I'm not the jury. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say this side is winning. I think I need to stay away from doing that. But I do respect each attorney's hustle, each attorney's professionalism. Each attorney on both sides is putting in that work. They put in the grind. They're very professional. I love to see them in person doing their thing. It's a beautiful thing to watch. You know, how they go about their business, how they're strategizing, different things like that. I must say on both sides, they're doing what they have to do for sure. They're really putting in the grind. So yeah, that I want to say. Yeah, that I want to say that they're really doing a really good job. And also it's not over yet. So I have to give them that respect because I'm not an attorney. They put in a lot of work. They be there. They said they be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning. They don't hardly get no sleep. They're probably working right now, strategizing right now. But they'll take some time off with their family, for the holiday. But they working for sure. So I have to refrain from like who's winning and stuff. It's not about that. I just don't want to get into that. We're talking about do they have enough for 2 predicate acts? We could talk about that. We could give our opinion on that. But as far as like we have to give them a chance because it's the jury. The jury decides. And I always say the jury is the most important people in the courtroom, not me. Not my opinion means nothing. But the only reason why we're giving our opinion just for the sake of conversation. But my opinion means nothing. You see what I'm saying? The attorneys have more, they're privy to more than I'm privy to. And also the jury is the most important. So we have to respect the jury. Because remember when they come in, we say all rise for the jury. They're very important. It can redefine what a RICO is, right? This is a different type of RICO situation. But we'll see. Both attorneys on both sides, they putting in major work, man. They are. Really, it's really if you into law stuff, it's really good to see in person. And also how I see them in the break. I see them in the they come on my floor because there's a meeting room there. Guys, they look like $1 million. They look like it. They dress like $1 million, man. Faces are glowing. I'm telling you, man, it's something to see. I saw Brian Steele like he was right near me. I could have gave him a hug. He was real. He was there. He was in my space because he was talking to Celebrity Knockout. She said, "You doing a good job, Brian." He said, and one of the vloggers said Brian told him, "I'm bringing him home." That's what he allegedly said. I'm getting Diddy off this. I'm bringing him home. So his work ain't done yet. He told the vlogger that he allegedly. I wasn't there, but the vlogger said it. He said, "I'm bringing him home." Yeah, they look like they glowing, man. They look like $1 million, man. They do. Like Tenny Garagos, they look like they got money for sure. Look, those are the type of attorneys I would want. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to dress the part. They dressing the part, looking the part, acting the part, walking the part. Yeah, they walking with their heads up high, like very confident. That's what I want for all like for the money. For sure. They look like they ready for TV. They not playing. But they putting in the work though. Very smart people. Very smart people. So that's why I say I respect their craft. To not say I'm not gonna say that he's losing it. I'm not saying that. I could say it don't look good, but that's just my opinion though. It really at the end of the day, you guys already know. I don't have to keep telling y'all this. My opinion don't matter. It's for the sake of us having a conversation about it. But as far yeah, it's the jury opinion matters, you know. So we're just sitting up here talking about it, you know. But yes, they look the part, man. You say he gonna have to go on tour if he makes it out, spending all that money. Yeah, that's funny. You say he got to go on tour. You got to go make some with the Love tour. But I want to say this as far as with his kids is concerned, they'll be okay because they have all eyes are on them. They already got clout. They can use this. They can do a social media, talk about their story. They got money coming. They got clout. All they gotta do is start social media. They already got it. He needs to see his youngest child, who is a toddler. Well, he want to get out in time for her to be a teenager. That's what I'll be thinking. Like I don't me that like Suge Knight said he had his run, but yeah, she is. I keep forgetting he do got a toddler. I keep forgetting that. But her brothers got her back though. Her brothers got her, yo. They got her. She's in good hands. And her mother. Though his oldest sons, man, I'm impressed with the way they carry themselves. I'm very impressed by it. They're carrying themselves, despite what's going on. They walking with their heads high. They carrying their they don't make no noise. They don't fuss. They're carrying themselves pretty good. They are. You said, Max, we are there. We can talk about our experience too. This is his story. Yeah, we can talk about it. Um, that's what I'm doing. I am talking about my experience. I'm saying like the his sons are carrying themselves very well. Um, yeah, there's some well taken care of kids, man. They look like they got money for sure. Cassie looked well put together too. She did. She's something else. She can get sassy too. She sure can. She ain't nothing punkish about her. Nothing. When she got on that stand, she was fixing the microphone. She did her hair and she drunk her a little bit of water. And she sat there, had her hand on her. Okay, I'm ready. She didn't say that, but she was ready for the question, and it was hilarious. That stomach is out there, guys. Lord have mercy. Mm. Yeah, he did speak. You talking about Puff? He spoke. He told the judge he was nervous. This is during jury selection. Yep. He said, I'm nervous, Judge, because he had to go to the bathroom. But other than that, no, you don't really hear his voice. No. He just used to see him sitting there. But I'm gonna just say this: how I can describe him, he looks the same. Just think about how he looked, but just with white hair and a white beard. His beard is patchy though, but it's majority white. But his hair is damn near all fully white. I know it's gray, but it looks white though. My bad, guys. Can y'all hear me now? Because I got a black screen and one of my microphones went dead. I got a backup microphone, but my main one went dead. Can y'all hear me? Okay, but yeah, I don't know why the screen is black. Yeah, it went black on me. But I'm gonna have to get off soon because I gotta charge my phone up, charge my microphones up, and then I'll be back. But yeah, I noticed that's happening. And it's raining again too. Yeah, I definitely gotta get in soon. I'm out here in front of my mother's house. And I just want to come outside, but it's gonna be raining again. So yeah, so I'm gonna it's been raining. It's gonna be raining all day today and sometime next week. It's only 2 days next week during trial. It's not raining. And then after that it's gonna be raining. But I don't park too far from the courthouse though. So you guys with the y'all been cash apping me. I've been parking quite close, so I get my steps in. Put it that way. I get a lot of steps in, so I get some exercise. Cause I be walking pretty swiftly, so it's not bad. The whole situation is not bad there. Um, I literally park where the family van parks at the what do you call it? The Mercedes Sprinter van. I think I showed y'all in the live chat where they parked at. So Kid Cudi, shout out to Kid Cudi. He walked up in there, he's smoking a cigarette, getting out the car, had his leather coat on, just chilling. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, everybody was talking about him coming in, and he had had a bodyguard with him. I think he was a bodyguard, his lawyer, and yeah. Oh, thank you, Chantel. Pay for parking. Buy Max a coffee. Oh man, shout out to the you can't drink coffee in the courtroom. They made like, nah, you got to go outside with that, homeboy. They didn't say that to. They said that to they said that to Miss Knockout. Like you can't have your coffee like that. So yeah, they don't like the coffee. You said DJ Academics got swatted. Damn, that's crazy. You said I could see why Cassie she has a type. That's what we were talking about in the courtroom. She definitely has a type. He kind of like Ryan Leslie like a little bit like in that situation. So yeah, Cassie got like, well, I don't know. She kind of was trying to date Michael B. Jordan too, but that didn't happen. Michael's like, nah, I don't need this. I don't need that drama now. No sir. No sir. I would have been the same way. Cassie, I like you, baby girl, but no sir. The diddler don't play about you. I'm good. You say he has a vibe. You talking about Cuddy. He had the vibe going in the court, right? With the cigarette, the leather coat, the jeans, the white sneakers, the white t-shirt. Yeah, it definitely was like he was vibing out. Definitely was. Yeah, he did date Lori Harvey for a minute. Oh my God, I hit the old man, Farnsworth Bentley. Yeah, I would hit the floor if he testified. He's been quiet. He'd be on social media. He'd be on Instagram. He married and all that. Farnsworth Bentley. Like his butler, like his personal, his assistant. He used to carry the umbrella for him. Farnsworth Bentley. He said, we don't care. Look at Lou too. She want the tea. She like, we don't care if he married. We want to know what he know. His VS be on it. Do y'all follow Inner City Press? I know y'all do. Inner City Press be coming with it. He be coming with the Lipton tea, the Earl Grey tea. Yeah, he a tea dropper, man. He is. He be right up in there with his cell phone. So yeah, shout out to Inner City Press, because that's where you guys get the happenings every day. Inner City Press he be putting work in for sure. Yes, he do. Y'all feel like y'all in the courtroom with his updates. But yes, Kid, I know some people say they calling Kid Cudi a snitch. He's not a snitch. He's a civilian. He's not a street guy. Do he look like a street guy to you guys? No. Oh, he's an attorney. Inner City Press. He's an attorney. Shout out to Inner City Press. Yeah, he typing it all, so you just gotta refresh it. It's better than if you can't be there. I know Miss VS said she ain't coming up there. Like she said she I got used to the traffic now. Yep. Everything I got used to. You get used to it. It's crazy how you just get used to it. And the traffic is not bad now. Now since people not driving in, the traffic is back to normal. It's normal rush hour now. You think so, Andrea? We're gonna see. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me scroll back. Diddy docket, Diddy docket, Diddy docket. At YouTube Unfolded. Yep. Just posted on X. Hold on. We don't what happened? Let me see. Diddy caught a new case. Wait a minute. Diddy caught a new case? And Fonzworth Bentley got named? Uh-oh. Wait, something a new case separate from this? We got caught in the metro strike. Yeah, we got caught. No, it's the New Jersey Transit strike. But that strike over and everything back to business. Uh-oh, he caught a new case, so I'm gonna have to come back, guys. I'm gonna have to go live on that. Shout out to the Diddy docket. The Diddy docket is on point like a sniper. Okay, so we respect the Diddy docket. Because the Diddy docket only come by every now and then to bless us with the Diddy docket presence. We gonna get into it, Kai. I'm gonna have to come back, Kai and Cole. This is crazy. I'm sitting out here, man. It's like, man, it's just what did he do now? And then Farnsworth Bentley name. You mean a new civil case? Maybe. Oh, civil in Georgia, pro se litigant, but involved minors. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh man, minors. Oh Lord. Yeah, Denise, you must be. Man, this is crazy. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to get into that. I know what's his name is on it. He on it now. Ticket. Yo, Ticket is hilarious. Yo, why is Ticket not at the trial, man? Everybody was somebody was asking for him outside the court. Yo, Ticket here? I said, nah, I don't think so. And I think he said he wasn't coming. Like, nah, I'm not coming to this. But yeah, I know Ticket on it. Ticket he be ODing. And I like how he don't miss, Ticket don't miss a chat. If somebody say something about him, oh, you got blocked, Max? Why you get blocked? Listen, Ticket don't be playing. Yo, it's like it's a part of it's a part of his show at this point. Like he'll stop what he's saying. He said, okay, you about to get blocked for that. Okay, for being trifling. Okay? That's an infraction. You came out the rafters. He said, you're gonna come out the rafters on me. Okay. You about to get blocked. This man he go live. He inspired me. He go live so much. That's what inspired me. He go live on top of a live. You say he be too much. Yeah, but it's a part of his show though. It's really a part of the show. Because somebody about to get at him, right? And he catches it. People don't think he catch the comment. He'll let it slide, right? He'll finish what he got to say, then he'll highlight it. Once he highlighted, it's over with. You said something about his favorite NBA coach and he blocked you. People were asking for him, like, yo, is Ticket here? I'm like, nah, I don't see him. Because we thought he was there. People thought he was there. But no, like he's not there. I don't see him. Yeah, people thought he was there. But no, I don't see him around. I know he be going live because he be going live when we in the courtroom. So I'm like, he can't be here. He can't be. But he said it. He said he wasn't coming. So he already addressed that. He was like, nah, I'm not coming. But yo, his rent, yo, it'd be hilarious. He don't care if he be getting that. He be like, look, man. He said, since you gonna come for me, okay. And she had said this like 5 minutes, and he still called it. He like scrolled back up or something. He said, okay. He said, since you want to be like that, since you want to be disrespectful, this is what's gonna happen. And since you're being disrespectful, you're blocked. You said you can't miss Ticket like 6'9". Yeah, he used to play basketball professionally. I remember one time he said to this lady, he said, I promise you, you'll like what you see if you saw me. He said, I promise. He said, I promise you, you'll like what you see. I promise you this. Yo, and he blocked her. I don't know what she said. She was like, you think you know everything. He said, since I think I know everything, he said, you just don't understand the law. You just don't understand it. Okay? You don't understand this, Rico. I'm reading it every day. You don't understand the paperwork. So you're blocked. Sometimes he don't block you. Sometimes he said, I'll let you sit there. He said, I'll let you sit with your thoughts. Sometimes he don't block. Sometimes he do. It just depends. But he live now. I know he live. He got to be. He don't miss nothing. And he covered Dion too. He covered Colorado too. He don't miss nothing. Not nothing. Okay? He'll go live 10, 12 times a day if he have to. Straight up. He getting his money though. For sure. It's a business. It's like he's covering the news, but he's doing it his way. He said, this not for nothing, but I'm going to sit up here and block you. Not for nothing, though. You getting blocked. Okay? You getting blocked. Oh, yeah, he going to go live immediately. He live now, but like I said, I have to charge up everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting up here kicking it with y'all. But yeah, he don't mess around, yo. I thought he was at the trial, but yeah, you can't miss him. He tall. You can't miss him. That's what I'm saying. I don't see nobody that except for Gene and Fresh and Fit. They the tallest, really. Except for Diddy's son's bodyguard, the tall African dude. He tall, yo. He got to be like 6'8", and he wear a suit, so you can't miss him. He wears a nice suit. You know what I'm saying? He be suited and booted, so you can't miss him. He be sitting in the overflow room with us sometime. Their bodyguard. They have a bodyguard, Denise. He's a tall guy, about 6'8", and he wears a suit. You usually see him walking with their mom. Him, yeah, you see him a lot, but he'd be in the overflow room, just sitting in the back chilling. Celebrity talked to him before. She talked to him. She talked to everybody. Celebrity Scandals be talking to everybody. She talked to Gene too. I say hello to Tisa every day. She's like, you about to leave? I said, Tisa, I'm out of here, yo. I am not messing with this rush hour traffic, yo. I'm out of here. I'll be making a beeline for the car, yo. I'm gone. Gone. Because if you stay out there to 4:30, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're gonna be enjoying traffic and the blowing. The blow, I call them the blowbirds. You want to meet Gene, you gotta come to the trial. He be there. Gene be there. He said he's gonna be there for the duration. for sure. Tisa is grinding. I got a respect for her, yo. She really put in the work, man. She grinding. She got bodyguards though, so ain't nobody messing with her. She got the real bodyguards. What I'm telling you, she got the real deal bodyguards, straight up, like former military type bodyguards. But she stayed with it though. She stayed grinding, and also what's her name? What's the other vlogger? What's her name? She came from California. Neek at Night. She be grinding too. Yep. She just got out there. She putting in the work. This ain't her first trial. She covered Tory Lanez. So this is nothing new to her. She know her way around the courtroom. It's nothing new to her. Nothing. Yep. It's nothing new to Neek at Night. A lot of people were trying to like talk to her as well when she was out there. But they about their business though. Yeah, she did Nature Boy too. But yeah, they about their business. It's a business for them, you know what I'm saying? It is a business. This is a business. And they treat it that way. They're very professional. They show up early. Yeah, they're very professional. They really inspired me actually. Armand Wiggins, they about their business for sure. They're literally about their business. You know, she's not new to this. She's not new to all the jargon and all that stuff. She knows all of that. I could tell by the way she was sitting in court taking her notes. This is not. She take her notes like everybody else. She got her notes, everything. They're really about their business. They really are. They take it very, very seriously. Tisa, she already interviewed Gene months ago. So Gene, he already knew she would. He walked up to Tisa, and when he was walking to his car, she was walking with him for a little bit. She's like, Gene, I need that interview. He said, all right. Oh, the reason why he says you're trying to get sick because people coughing and stuff. This is the time to load up on your vitamins and drink and rehydrate. Now that we got this time off, you got to rehydrate, take your vitamins and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah, the reporting for the trial has been great. Everybody has been really on point. They have been. I'm talking about the YouTube has been really on point. Even the guy that looked like academics be out there doing his thing. But he mainly be outside the courtroom though. He don't come in. He stay outside the courtroom getting interviews and stuff like that. He doing his thing. Yeah. Kid Cudi came and left. He did what he had to do and he was out of there. He just told it like how it was. He wasn't trying to make anything up. He just said, look, he didn't lie on Puff. He said Puff when Puff wanted to meet him, he said Puff was very calm. He said, I just want to meet with you. And then he said that, you know, he was like kind of upset how everything unfolded, you know. But he said eventually he met with Puff. He said Puff was calm. And then he said Puff met with him again after that and said, yo, I apologize, you know, for the craziness. And he didn't lie or anything. He just pretty much, you know, he just testified. That's pretty much it. And then got out of there. He testified and got out of there. That's it. But everybody is they really inspired me, you know, like Celebrity Scandalous. She out there talking to people. Now Celebrity Scandalous she made a lot of contacts. She did because everybody know her. Because people were asking me, where's she at? I like, where's she coming back? She coming back. Because when somebody was asking me, Fresh and Fit, he was like, he stopped to listen to me. I guess he was wondering too. He didn't see you. I think you were supposed to set up an interview with him because he stopped and waited to see what I had to say. I was like, no, she'll be back. She had to go back, but she's coming back in a couple of weeks. And then he walked off because everybody was looking for her. They had missed you there. Yep. Everybody was looking for, because we see each other every day now. It's like we're getting used to each other. And one thing I must say, all the vloggers are supporting each other. Everybody's supporting. Like, If you ask one of the big vloggers to do a drop for your channel, they'll do it. They'll be like, all right, let's do it real quick. They got to keep it moving though, but they'll do it real quick. But yeah, Tisa's like the star out there. She is. Everybody know her. Even the news know her. Everybody knows her. That's why she had to get bodyguards, I think, because I didn't see her bodyguards the first day. But yeah, she went and got, but she had to get bodyguards for sure. I could have told her that. I said, you too big. You got to get bodyguards now. You too big. You got to get bodyguards. Yeah, Lauren. Oh my God, Lauren. Lauren is mad cool. Lauren from the Breakfast Club. She mad cool. I met the woman from the Shade Room. I met the woman from Lipstick Alley. Yeah, they all cool. Every last one of them. But yeah, Lauren is mad cool. She look like a model, actually. She real tall, too. God, she tall. And she looks like a model. But she got her own cameraman and all that. They got her cameraman out there. So when she's out there, she's doing it like that. And she did a photo shoot out there, too. She had her own cameraman and stuff like that. So she's mad busy. It's hard to talk to her. She's really busy. Like, she got a lot of people around her, people like, trying to talk to her, stuff like that, yo. So everybody know her out there. But she's mad cool. Oh, she had the bodyguards from day one. I didn't see them day one, but the way they be standing around, they don't stand near her. So you think she's by herself, but she's not. They're watching her. One is on the corner and one is kind of far down, but they got their eyes on everybody and her. For sure. Tisa tall too. She is. She's tall. And what's up with them all wearing these high heels? All of them wearing high heels out there. I know their feet hurt. Yeah, they all be wearing their heels, man. Even the ladies from Lauren Crombie, they be heeling it up, wearing their heels and stuff. They don't be playing, yo. They are out there to win. They are out there to win. No, I'm just pointing out that they're tall. There they are. And they walk tall too. They tall. And Lauren has somebody with her too. She got her cameraman, so she's not by herself. She got a cameraman, stuff like that. Because when she come out, the camera's there. So yeah, they doing their thing, man. They doing their thing. And then there's another guy. He used to be a lawyer. He's a podcaster. He'd be out there doing his thing. Yeah, everybody. It's like a content creator conclave. That's what it seemed like. Yep, that's what it seems like, man. But guys, let me get out of here. I'll come back to see what's up with this breaking story with Puff, with this new civil case involving Farnsworth Bentley. Holy, involving minors. I'll be back. But I'll catch you guys in a second, guys. All right, y'all.